Ego Oasis Cup, the first edition at the quarterfinals. I've got anywhere with me what's going on, man. Yesterday was insane.
Dude, I don't know if I fully recovered from yesterday yet. Round second longest in Southern Asia, I think is what we can say. And man, I still haven't recovered. That was such a long round.
It really was.
That was awesome.
It absolutely was. I hope you guys were ready for that. Today's matchup is really exciting as well. Looking at all this fight taking on Galaxy. Super exciting game. The map pool is going to be Haven, Haven Ascent and Bind. So map number 1 is going to be Haven, map number 2 is going to be Ascent, map number 3 is going to be Bind. If you look at it's going to be a lot of fun. I do suspect it's going to go down the wire once again. The players are going to run you, but also but just before that, we're going to be taking
for us today. Galaxy eSports. Let's start here, Tyler. This looks like a good place to start. And
yeah, let's take a look.
100% win rate for Galaxy on a split.
Yeah, they are very confident on split, and you know, for everyone watching at home, Grizzly and I were taking a look at Galaxy's lineup here, and the amount of talent and just sheer being amazing at the game on this team is unreal. Radiant number 14, NNDXN, is on this team, and if that tells you anything, that tells you, oh wait a minute, yeah, that's Galaxy. That tells you that this team does not mess around. 100% win rate on split. Attack, they only win 50% of the time when they start when they're attacking. 78% on defense, but they haven't lost a game on split in the last 60 days. And what you guys have to remember is these teams are very active. They're in tournaments all the time. They're always playing, and they never lose on split.
It has been. We saw something like this yesterday as well, Tyler. And looking back, the stats absolutely lived up to its billing. We didn't see anything happen outside of what was statistically predicted in yesterday's games. We saw that Ascent was Team Valor's strong map, and they picked that one up. We saw that Haven was Revenant eSports' a strong point, and they picked that up. So, looking at this right here, it does look like split. If we do, there is no split today, though. That's the big thing. There is no split today. That's interesting.
We are going to be playing we're going to be playing one round on Ascent, though, and taking a look at Ascent, Galaxy eSports, as talented as a team they are, they only win 50% of the time.
That's interesting, and I think that speaks a lot to the kind of map Ascent is as well. Interesting agent compositions. Looks like a pretty standard single controller, single sentinel, single initiator, and a double duelist composition on split. Ascent, once again, the double initiator composition. And I also want to take a look at the stats for the Orgless 5. Now this is an interesting team because they don't have an organization to sponsor them. So
their name would suggest they are Orgless.
They're Orgless, and despite that, this is an incredible statistic for them as well. 100% win rate on Bind. What's going on here? Our team's just focusing on one map, and they dedicate all their practice time, the strategies, the tactics. They want to perfect that one map. I mean, look at that 100% win rate on Bind. Interestingly, attack win percentage 78%. I find that quite impressive on a map like Bind.
Yeah, that's very high. And with these agent comps, yesterday we saw in some ones we expected, but we saw some atypical agent comps with Neon and KO. I'm excited to see if one of these teams gets on Chamber. It looks like Orgless 5 likes to choose Chamber a decent amount. The 2 out of the 3 that were highlighted here. One of them's playing Chamber. Obviously you have a good and then your collection of signals, initiators, and controllers. But I'm excited to see who these teams play and what we get to look at. I think now would be a good time to check
it looks like.
You know what? Actually, yeah, it looks like we're jumping right into the game. So, hold on.
Okay, it looks like we may have
Technical
some time.
difficulty.
We may have some
Never
time.
mind. We do have some time.
And so we're going to look at Sky. Interesting pick here. I believe Sky is Singaporean. So we are having folks outside of India coming in and playing on the Mumbai server. So if you look at his ping, Tyler, he's playing on 100 ping. And
102.
I wonder what effect that's going to have on the game. But yeah, I mean, talking about Sky, he's a Viper main, looks like an average combat score of 149. I'm excited to see him play.
Yeah, I am too. And you know, the 100 ping is going to make a difference. It looks like the average ping is probably around 60. You know, lowest ping we have right now in the lobby is 45. So him having 100 ping, I'm not sure how much of a difference that'll make, but at this level, I mean, anything like that makes a difference. Average combat score 150, kills per round 0.5, first kills per round 0.05, and then assists per round 0.26. So kind of the numbers you would expect from a Viper main, a controller that's going to be locking down and making sure that her team can do what they want to do. But look, guys, I think we're going to jump into our first map of these two teams going against each other. Galaxy Esports, Orgless. We're going to be looking at the agent composition right now as we get into Haven.
I'm super pumped to see this, and I'm taking a look at
chamber lock-in.
Already chamber lock-in on Haven. So we thought about a double initiator composition, and that's exactly what Galaxy Esports appear to be going with. Breach being considered temporarily. Sova is already locked in. We've got an Omen, Jet, Chamber. And yeah, I think Breach would be a good pick on the side of Team Orgless. Looks like another Breach pick there as well.
And here we go. It looks like there might be two chambers, which is really exciting. I'm been really looking forward to seeing that agent played in the competitive scene, and Galaxy Esports knowing exactly who they want to play. It looks like Orgless is locking in too, and here we go. Grizzly, what are your predictions for this map in this first one?
I think the attacking team is going to come in super strong, is what I feel, because Haven, as we always talk about, Tyler, is a map that is a much more balanced map when compared to some of the other defender-sided maps on this game. So I do think that the attacking team is going to come in strong, wanting to pick up as many rounds as possible.
Yeah, I agree with you, and you know, with Galaxy being on defense first, this is going to be interesting. Haven can go either way, and we're going to see how these two teams set up here.
A quick look at the agent compositions. Are these mirror lineups we're looking at? Yep.
It looks like it. The only difference is the Astra and the Omen.
Right, and the same thing that we saw yesterday as well, between Revenant Esports and Team Valor. So interesting. The only difference being that the choice of controller, Beast is going to be on the Astra. You know, interestingly, Tyler, when I was speaking to Beast in one of my interviews with him, one of the things he said that he didn't really appreciate playing Astra because he feels he's a Jet main, and even Smoke Ace said the same thing as well. You know, it's one of the most annoying things for them to do. But hey, it's a sport and it's a team sport, so sometimes you got to do.
Sometimes you got to do what you don't want to do for the betterment of the team.
Exactly.
That's the way it goes. Looks like we have a bit of a pause here as I think a player is trying to reconnect. But, you know, the only difference being in this team with the Asher and the Omen difference, it's hard to tell, especially after Omen got buffed a little bit after an update a few months ago. It's hard to tell who the better controller is.
Right. Well, that's an interesting discussion. I think Astra is definitely more well-rounded, in my opinion. I think her character allows her to sort of be in certain situations like both emotionally be so effective. Not that Omen can't be effective, but I think people who enjoy playing duelists might like because of his slang and his ability and his strategic skills. And personally, I would always prefer Omen because I've played against some Astra annoying and irritating situations. There's this place and every time
Post plant, yeah, Astra's kind of better. Omen with the utilities he has, you can't necessarily get away with it. But I'm biased towards Omen. I love Omen, so that's my favorite.
Me too. And while we wait, I wonder if we can take a look at Orgless 5. And there's a player on at Orgless 5 here. Tyler, his name is Trans. It looks like he's a Killjoy main. Is Trans playing tonight? I don't think he's playing tonight, though.
I don't think so.
I don't think he's playing tonight. So they do have a Jivix. Now, this is not a new name for me, Tyler. I've heard Jivix's name before. And if I remember correctly, he used to play for the Sus Squad. Or previously, who were known as the Tempest, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
And the other player on here as well.
In the tournament already and are gone.
Right, exactly. So it is going to be interesting to see how they do stack up. I wonder if we have any other players to look at. This one pans out, folks. There's still a technically different players. It's a ping issue apparently. Yeah, it does trick. And this is different from the fixture that was on yesterday. This is a different player. This is trick from almost 5 having things that we need to resolve. But while we wait, we talked about a jet bombs yesterday. We talked about being used as a bait in a big way. And I guess the only big news that we haven't really talked about yet is Faye. The new agent that is being pushed in Valorant. She's an initiator by the looks of it, and really gives off a Reina Soba kind of vibe. If Reina and Soba had a baby together. She looks like that.
That's how this one came about.
Maybe that's where this one came about. Maybe that's what the load is. But I'm super excited for that. I think it's been a while since we had a new initiator. I'm trying to remember who was the last initiator they added. Sky?
That was a while back now. To talk about some of Fade's utilities, she has one called Haunt. That's her signature ability. And if you're thrown orb that activates after hitting the ground, but this turns into a destructible eye sees your opponent. It will reveal them and apply a trail debuff for the last 12 seconds. So you're right, it is like a...
It's like
yes,
exactly.
Yep. Yep. And then her other ability, Prowler, it equips her with the ability to send out a creature that travels in a straight line looking for enemy players or once the player finds an enemy or trail, it will move toward them and upon reaching them, will hit them with near sight for 3.5 seconds after activation.
So that's basically like an automated slide.
Right. So if Sova somehow had a baby with Reina and Sky
and that Sky. This is getting complicated, but you get it.
This is getting
you get what we're trying to say.
Her third ability, Seize, is a throwable orb that upon hitting the ground will expand to a 7-meter diameter and tether all caught enemies to the center. So it just seems like if we just take... No, that's her third ability. So if we just take DNA from Astra, Sky, Reina, and Sova, and we put it in a petri dish, that is Fade. Her ultimate ability is called Nightfall. It sends out a wave of dark mist, and enemies caught in its path will be trailed, deafened, and hit with decay damage for a 12-second period. My goodness. We also had to have Viper's DNA in there as well.
That's interesting. And I'm excited to see I'm excited to see how it affects the meta and how it affects the rest of the agents, because that's one of the things that we see in Valorant a lot is that when an agent gets nerfed or buffed, it has such a cascading effect on agent selections for other agents in that particular. For example,
right.
I don't even know what's gonna happen to Jet, man. This mega nerf that has happened lately, so we're gonna have to wait and see. If I don't know, Neon maybe Neon has a a bigger place in the meta?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how. I mean, we saw her play yesterday in the match between Revenant and Team Valor. And, you know, I don't know that she made that much of a difference with her utilities. Obviously, her wall gives you the ability to kind of push onto a site without being seen. But I'm really not sure how well she fits into the meta outside of just being a player you can just run around really fast with.
And we saw Scarboard using on split effectively. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, he was. And it's, honestly, for me, it's hard to tell. I don't necessarily, again, like I said, I don't know how effective Neon is, but it's hard to tell how much that was Neon and how much that was just Scar God.
That is a good point. Mid control was a big thing yesterday, Tyler. I mean, in split, especially once we got into overtime. It felt at some point that we were watching the same round happen again and again and again. The only difference being, you know, them going either to B or to A. And I thought, right, guys, do you want to try something different? Is it an option? Like, can we think about it?
42 rounds of the same thing, but it looks like this match is getting going.
Let's go.
Here we go. Starting off today's matchup.
I'm super excited to watch Galaxy Esports play, folks. As Tyler was mentioning earlier on, these are some of the best players in this server. I believe there is a Radiant rank 14.
Number 14, NN DXN.
DXN, and there you go. What a position he's in.
NN Sky, they don't know he's behind.
One enemy remaining. Flawless.
Oh, wow. And just really, really great gun play by Galaxy Esports to finish out that map. They're so good with their crosshair placement.
DXN with an interesting position he took up early on. He just sort of walked out of B site without a smoking window, which is a bit risky. But I think he knew what he was doing, and then he just kind of held the bottom left corner of mid window until the Orgless 5 players kind of walked into his crosshair. And that was some incredible crosshair positioning. Kids, if you're watching this at home, that's how you place your crosshair.
Yep. This is a clinic right now. Everyone, I have to unfortunately leave, but Grizzly will take good care of you. Thank you for letting me join at the beginning of this match, and I'm really excited to be able to watch this where I go.
No worries at all,
Grizzly,
man. I'm so glad you were able to
peace
make it.
out, dude.
Yeah, I'll see you around. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, bro. See you tomorrow.
Alright, folks. Round number 2, it looks like Orgless 5 has come in with an eco buy. Trick has backed himself with a sheriff. And a lot of players entering garage, it looks like. Sky will pick up 1 kill. Stranger is going to be blinded by this paranoia. And now he needs to deal with DXN, who walks in with that Spectre, gets a pick, and Sky is there for the trade as well. Temps has gone down, but Jivix isn't able to secure the weapon yet. And Vera will be there to clean it up. It is round number 2 in the bag for Galaxy Esports. The scoreline, folks, is now at 2-0. We're going to see them going into perhaps a bonus round. I don't think Vera went in for a full purchase. And Shun as well is still on 4,600 credits. So it's interesting to see what they're going to do. Maybe save for an op. But on the side of Orgless 5, they are coming in with a full buy this time around. Trick is going to have to settle for the half shields. But this is a big round. Orgless 5 need to pick this one up for sure. Aggressive start from Trick here, moving straight into shot. He has not checked the close corner, and as a result, TXN is going to pick up Tricks.
Here.
Stranger gets the first pick here. DXN is there with the trade. He will get picked off eventually by Casper, and now it's down to just the last 2 players. In fact, it's 2v2 now. They can possibly rotate back, which is what they are considering, surely.
One enemy remaining.
Vera here not giving them any breathing space whatsoever. Is going in for the kill. It brings Casper down to 12 HP, and he has to now fall back. It's just one. It's a 1v1 now. Shun clearly with the advantage with the HP 150 HP, and now The sound cue of the spike plant
Spike
should give
planted.
him some more information, and now Shun needs to reposition. He needs to land a quick and snappy headshot to win this one for his team.
Revealing. Concentrate. So
Keeps it simple, gets the half defuse on the spike, and doesn't even bother to break that recon. That's the level of confidence that this man is working with right now. A third round on the board for Galaxy Esports, and looks like they made that bonus work for them. They're going to be coming in with another set of full buys now, and on the side of Orgless 5, it looks like they will be forced into another eco round. They're going to come in with some Spectres and perhaps a couple of Sheriffs, but DXN has looked so good. Sky has looked good as well. This team, Galaxy Esports, have looked pretty solid so far.
Right there.
KG start here. They have managed to get a pick here for DXN going down, but Vera's there to take the trade. A second pick as well from Temps
Spike
coming in.
down,
Casper
mid.
goes down.
Last player standing.
Ooh, Sky here with a good double kill in Garage, trying to even things out. Is down to just Jivix, who doesn't have too much HP to work with here. That Sheriff needs to come in clutch. And Sky is going to pick up that final kill with a good headshot, and a fourth round on the board registered for Team Galaxy Esports. 4-0 on the scoreboard, folks.
Should I play some stars in this reality? Woo! Let's start!
they are so dead.
Recovering it. Concealment! Concealment!
Aggressive start coming in here from Orgless 5, taking control of B side. Trick will get the first pick onto Temps. Vera's there to get the trade. Still, Jivix here holding an interesting position here. Taken down by Vera. 4 versus 3 retake here on the cars. The spike diffuse is on. He has managed to get half the diffuse done. It's all a little chaotic now. He's happy to take that first shot and try to stick it with the second. And the Hunter's Fury will come to his rescue. And Strangers with the Rolling Thunder has sort of walked into Garage, and this could be curtains for them. Oh, the aftershock! The aftershock coming in at the very last second. And nearly Galaxy Esports pulling off that round, but well played to the Orgless 5 to pick up that round in the end. What a move from Stranger with the aftershock to stop that final diffuse. The first half of the diffuse that was established so early in the round to give them so much time, but in the end it wasn't to be. 4-1, and then finally Orgless 5 are off the mark. The first round registered on the scoreboard, folks. The scoreline now looks at 4-1, and we need to talk about a couple of things here. Definitely one aspect that I'm excited to look at is the momentum that. Oh, this is going to be dangerous. Vera has been spotted out with the drone. He needs to fall back now.
Enemy marked.
Spike planted.
Again, it is that B-sided push once again. Looks like it has worked so far. At least they've made the entry. They've got the spike plant, and once again, it is this KG retake that they need to deal with. A couple of players on A-Link, and the third player is on C-Link. And Jivix is the only player on site. He gets taken down. DXN with the ops. Sky gets a second pick as well. And now Casper and Strange are the last players alive. Stranger has managed to sort of hold off the defuse temporarily with that aftershock.
Too late.
Ooh, and a quick mow down from both Casper and Stranger will ensure that that spike will not be diffused. A second round on the scoreboard registered for the Orgless 5 4-2, and now the fight coming in, folks. I did want to talk about the magic number, and this is something that we've talked about on this stream and on this channel several times, and a lot of people want to know what the magic number is. It's essentially my idea of how many rounds does an attacking team need when they're obviously attacking first, before going into that second half, to feel comfortable about taking that map away. And it's different for different maps, obviously we recognize that, and a map like Haven, which is considered somewhat more attacker friendly than some of the other games. And how is he still alive? I do not know. He finally gets taken down, and this C-sided push feels really forced. It was an eco round, folks, coming in from Galaxy Esports, and take a look at this. The Rolling Thunder has been used. He only gets one pick. And now Shun is in a 1 versus 4 situation. He just had the Sheriff to work with. It's all about damage here.
Out of charges.
It's all about eco damage here. How much can he do? Oh. It was only a matter of time before he was surrounded by the players of Orgless 5, who have registered round number 3 for themselves. 4-3 on the scoreboard, folks. And this match is starting to heat up, folks. If you're tuning in just now, this is a best of 3. The map, we are on map number 1, the third map. The map pool for today is Haven, Ascent and Bind. We do have Galaxy defending first on Haven, but it's going to be Orgless who are defending on both Ascent and Bind first. It's going to be super exciting. Stick around. We had an absolute ripper of a game yesterday. If you guys missed it, please be sure to check it out. DXN aggressively moving into that corner. This could be dangerous. For him. He has TP'd out. He's now at the back of sight. The spike is being planted. Temps does not know it. He doesn't know it. It was a little bit delayed. That aftershock couldn't really stop that spike plant from going down. And now once again, Orgless 5 doing so well. A well-timed flash and a peek from Jivix. Gets traded though by Shun. A 4 versus 4 retake now.
Last player standing.
It's down to just Shun. He's got a couple of players to deal with here. Casper and Stranger. These two.
One enemy
Ooh,
remaining.
he actually nails that wall bang in, and I don't think he got that aftershock right. Does he have the time? Shun has taken up both the players. I think he does.
Clutch.
That was an excellent retake from Shun. He had a couple of initiators to deal with. They had all their abilities, but he did finally hold down that diffuse in the very end. He pulled down Casper, taking him down with that wall bang, and Stranger just missing that aftershock. So unfortunate for him, but a 5th round registered for Galaxy Esports. Round number 9, we're coming in. Looks like a half buy from Galaxy Esports once again. It's not a half buy, my apologies. They forced the Vandal purchases. They do have a couple of half shields, and looks like it is paying off. They picked up a couple of early picks here. Stranger will advance through grass and pick up a pick. It is down to just him. He does have the Rolling Thunder. He doesn't think twice before using it, but in a tough situation of 1 versus 3, I think Temps is aware. I think Temps knows his position. Stranger has sort of snuck into C-Link here, trying to make his way in. Oh, this is going to be brutal, isn't it? Teasing him. He saw him and he was like, should I pull the trigger or should I pull my knife out? But no, respect was shown. And a 6th round on the board for Galaxy Esports. Although I do want to talk about Orgless 5. I thought they might get a little bit overpowered with the aggression from this team, Galaxy Esports, and we know what a strong team they are, and they're obviously playing the VCT as well. Excited to see their progress. But Orgless 5 have showed up here, and they're like, we're not messing around either. We want to win this game. 3 strong rounds to them, showing really good initiative. Jivix here has pulled out the ultimate. watching the garage entrance like a hawk, and DXN is just teasing him here with those jiggle peaks. Decides to eventually fall back, and looks like a seaside commitment from Orgless 5. Out comes the rolling thunder. The paranoia will stop them temporarily, but looks like they will be able to take control nonetheless. Sky is still on site. He will get eventually taken down. That could have been dangerous. That could have been dangerous here. Stranger does spot him eventually in the smoke, and now looks like we have a 4v5 retake on the cards. And Galaxy Esports need to figure this one out.
Right there.
One enemy remaining.
What a retake that was. I paused, folks, I paused to take a sip of my water, and the retake was finished. Galaxy Esports now really starting to stamp down, put a stamp of authority on this match. 7-3, a 7th round registered for them on the board. And we're into the final 2 rounds in that first half, and I'm taking a look at the scoreboard here. Sky on the side of Galaxy Esports 11-7, looking pretty strong. Vera on 10-5. Shun is on 9-3. DXN 7-8. Temps 5-7, looking really good. They still got the Blade Storm as an option in this round. DXN's probably pulling out his operator, the ult, and on the side of Orgless 5, Casper looking good, 9-7. He does have the Hunter's Fury. And the Blaze Storm coming out from Trick here as he makes his way through A-Long. Can he get this first pick onto Shun? Who's quite happy to just fall back actually and give them the side. So looks like there is going to be another retake on the cards from Galaxy Esports. Beast here is watching. He is already heard Vera. Vera's down to 1 HP. He'll get picked up. He wasn't aware of the second player, and he will get picked out. DXN needs to fall back here to accommodate for that aftershock. Sky, that's a good blind. That is a good blind.
One enemy remaining.
He is forced back though with that breach splash coming in from Stranger, and now it is down to just Sky in a 1v4 situation. Trick here with that Spectre. He never stopped moving and couldn't quite land that headshot. A 4th round in the bag from Orgless 5. 7-4 on the scoreboard. And we are now in the final round of the first half. So yeah, I mean, what is a good number of rounds that a team would want to take away from Haven, especially when you're attacking first? And here's my thought, right? Because Haven's more balanced in the sense that it's more accommodating towards attacking sides because of the the third side and the options to rotate. So I would imagine that an attacking team would definitely want at the very least 6 or 7 rounds going into that first half. But the best that Orgless can hope for right now is a 5th round, and I wouldn't put it past them to get it. That was a good way to establish control over Seaside. They came through Garage, and the plant is going to go down.
Spike planted.
And once again, we're going to be looking at a 5v5 retake. Sky opening things up, getting the pick onto Jivix. The site is pretty much clear, except, in fact, it is completely clear. All 4 players are actually in C-Long. Half Diffuse is already on the cards. The Hunter's Fury is in play. Temps is making the push through this C-Long. It is down to just him actually, so it's a 1v2. Temps will get taken down. Casper has managed to pull it off, and Orgless 5 have registered a 5th round on the board for themselves. 7-5. So all things considered, I don't think it's a terrible scoreline. I don't think it's a terrible scoreline for Orgless 5, and I don't think they'll be too disappointed with themselves. But I have to say though, 7-5 on Haven. You're gonna go in and defend now as Orgless 5. So I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried for Galaxy Esports. I will for my apologies for Orgless 5 because Galaxy Esports are looking so comfortable. They're like their retakes, their coordination, their communication just appears to be absolutely spot on. And I'm just I really want to see a good performance from Orgless 5 here. So let's hope that we get to see that. And in comes Vera, smoking off the entrance of A. Jivix has actually progressed all the way down towards A lobby, and this could be dangerous. This could be dangerous if they don't spot him out. He might just catch Vera on the rotate as well if he is on his way out. And looks like they're quite happy to just hold off the angles for now. Vera's actually stayed in a shot, so I don't know what the play here is. Jivix seems to be unaware of his position. Oh, Jivix does get a pick though. He
Spike
takes
down
down
A.
Temps, and the spike has been dropped as Trick gets a second. And that lurk from Vera not working out in the end. Orgless 5 here holding their own against this star-studded lineup here in the form of Galaxy Esports. This guy's gonna get caught out in the trap in garage. Looks like the commitment is towards this C side, but they haven't checked Cubby. And Beast was there to get the first pick. He probably should have got the second pick as well. But Sky will get the trade, and now the spike plant is going down. It's a tough retake. DXN has too much to do. He has too much to do here. He gets one. Nearly gets the second, but he's down to 19 HP, and that shock dart will be the end for him. And an excellent first round in the bag. A team ace coming in from Orgless 5, 7-6, and that is the perfect start for that Orgless 5 could have hoped for. They need to keep this momentum going. They need to put in a strong SMG round and probably going for a good bonus as well. But we'll have to wait and see how Galaxy Esports is going to respond. They at this point, it does look like they're going to go in for a 5-man save. I don't think there's any investment from them whatsoever, except DXN. He's actually picked up his full kit except for his bullets, so he is down to 1500. And Vera's picked up a frenzy as well. So I'm just catching that now. Vera's picked up a frenzy. Shun, not I've seen better recons from Radiant players. I'll just say that. But Beast is gonna take down Sky.
Down C.
They don't want to lose any Spectres here. Orgless 5 need to be careful. They don't want to lose too many Spectres here. They've already lost a couple. They've lost a third. It is down to just how has this happened.
Spike planted.
Unbelievable. And I think Orgless 5 might be a little bit disappointed with that. It was a full buy, a full commitment on their economy. And I don't know if those were the right positions to hold on C-side, honestly, with Spectres. Galaxy absolutely overwhelming them with the presence in garage and the push into C-side. And they made it work with just the frenzies and the classics. So it's amazing. And this is, folks, this is what sets apart the good teams from the great. Being able to work your eco rounds and punish the opponents for the mistakes that they make. And now a full buy more or less. A couple of Spectres here, interesting, from Galaxy Esports. Casper, he's feeling naughty with this. Oh, he gets a pick. He actually gets a pick with that because Vera was like down to like 1 HP. Don't think he'll be too happy with that. Jivix hiding in the corner, not able to get a pick. And a 9th round on the board, folks, for Galaxy Esports. 9-6 on the scoreboard.
Right there.
(9-6) on the scoreboard. A quick look at the scoreboard here. Shun 14-6, really feeling himself. Sky looking good as well, 14-11. Casper's 14-9. Strangers looking good at 12-9. In terms of buys, a Trick has gone for the op investment. Now this op needs to pay off. He is on a C side, but looks like the push is going to be in towards this A side. A nice little stun coming in from Stranger. It left pretty much all of them stunned for a couple of seconds, slowing them down, but the souls meet where the drones meet. Both the drones snapping images of each other, and now ooh, that's a good hold. 3 picks coming down. The spike has gone down now. No trades whatsoever. Wow, Orgless 5, that was really good. They held that site really well. Only 1 trade. In fact, no trades at all. It's down to just DXN. That op shot was missed, and DXN is going to pick up 1 kill on Casper, but that's just about it. another round in the bag for Orgless 597. So they are fighting back. They are fighting back, and that's exciting to see. Let me know in the chat, folks, what do you guys think, and how excited are you guys that we have a team like Galaxy Esports playing Indian tournaments like this? I mean, I'm so pumped. It excites me. It's heartwarming to see the esports scene in India grow the way it has over the past couple of years, 3 years, and Valorant has been an absolute breath of fresh air. And I know a lot of CS players will disagree with me vehemently, and I'll take those arguments when I get the time. But this is incredible. This is some top tier Valorant talent on display right here. It's amazing for me to just have the opportunity to even watch this, let alone cast it. Stranger here, considering the rolling thunder, maybe because he knows that Sky is sort of lurked into that position outside of B. But overall, a lot of presence in C side, not so much over at A. Galaxy Esports going with the slower paced strat this time around. Taking the time to get more information. Now, Trick does have the operator on platform, so this could be huge. And he will punish Vera for that dash. Can he pick up a second as well?
Spike down.
Casper with the Hunter's Fury has managed to pick up another pick, and Trick will get a second, in fact. He needs help because Shun is there from the other angle as well. And all of a sudden is down to just Shun in a 1 versus 3. And he will get taken down as well. So Orgless 5 showing us that they have what it takes to fight this team. 9-8 on the scoreboard, and a really good second half performance from Orgless 5. I got the feeling that they were a little bit... behind at half time, but honestly they've made up for it at this point. 9-8, and Galaxy Esports, you can see that there's some respect from them as well. You know, the tempo of the game slowing down. They don't want to sort of rush into things. It's not one of those games that you can just force your way through the sites, because this is a team that fights back. And Trick here with the operator now.
Enemy tag.
He needs to be careful about this.
Here.
He knows Vera is hiding behind this box, and this could be dangerous. Ooh! Should he have perhaps wallbanged that instead of shooting the gun? Ooh. Falling back for now is Trick, and in fact the presence from A has not really moved. What's Sky up to? Sky's actually trying to lurk in towards garage, and this could work out. Looks like a routine 13-9 I see in the chat. That's an interesting prediction, bro. I mean 13. Yeah, I mean it could be, but I wouldn't write off Orgless 5 that early, honestly. I think they've been pretty impressive, and a couple of these players, they have a lot of experience. Oh, Vera, what a peek that was. The first pick coming in. Trick will get a double kill with the AWP. A collab kill here, and an excellent comeback from Org 5, from the Orgless 5. And now it is down to just Shun once again. He does have the spike on him, but 14 seconds on the clock. He needs to get this plant down. If Stranger still has the aftershock available, it is not going to happen, is it? And that should be the round here. That should be the round for Orgless 5. Surely you can't plant through that. Surely the op's going to be saved as well. And Orgless 5, a 9th round on the board, pulling things back, putting their money where it's worth. They're backing themselves, folks, and this is exciting for me to watch.
1 second, peeps. I gotta visit the Astral to play some stars.
And we are going to be going into a timeout, so it's going to give us a chance to look at that scoreboard. And Shun definitely has been the standout player in this game so far. 17 and 9. And of course, Casper's not far behind as well. 18 and 11. These guys, both the Sovas, are really feeling good about themselves. And I'm also looking at that economy, folks. Galaxy might be forced into another eco round in this round number 19. And Orgless 5 looking really good, looking really strong, and Trick. I really want to appreciate Trick here. He is taking those risky peaks. He's taking those risks, but so far it has paid off. He got a double. He got a collat kill with the op before he got traded on. It could have been a triple kill as well, honestly speaking, because they lined up so perfectly for him. But nonetheless, 9-9 on the scoreboard, folks. If you were not here for yesterday's game, can I just ask you to please go down to the video section and check out the match between Revenant Esports and Team Valor yesterday. It was, I think, one of the longest matches in the history of South Asian Valorant. I kid you not, because we had the first map going to overtime, we had the second map going to overtime. The second map had 44 rounds before we ended. It was on split, and it was absolutely disgusting. It was a joy to watch. But it was disgusting, if you know what I mean. You guys need to go back and watch that. The stream was like 4 hours long. It was absolutely incredible here. But coming back to this game, looks like a strong start once again from Orgless 5. They've managed to pick up a couple of picks, but Galaxy will go ahead and get the plant down. Now Vera's got his Blade Storm, and DXN and Temps both have Vandals. Temps even has the Rolling Thunder as an option. So this is actually looking like a reasonably good retake, as Vera picks off Casper, and that's a big pick. Some utility going off there, and out comes the Rolling Thunder as well. This is going to delay them further, but an excellent drop down from Beast is going to make sure that Vera gets taken down. Is down to just Temps. And Trick with the shorty coming in clutch at 3k, and Orgless 5 converting that retake and making it look easy in the end. I was a little bit worried when Vera picked off Casper, I'm not gonna lie, but not losing their composure, and in the end the 5 noobs, as they call themselves, have picked up another round. And I think for the first time in this game, I could be wrong about that, but I think the first time in this game they have the lead over Galaxy Esports. I wonder how they're feeling about this, and they need to carry this momentum forward. They need to carry this momentum through, and if they do, putting away Haven, it's going to be quite interesting. We're going to head into Ascent next, and if there's a tiebreaker, we're going to go into Bind. But Trick here once again with the operator. No, Trick. That shot had to have landed. I want to check if DXN was tagged, but no, he has missed that off shot, and that is an expensive shot to miss. As Stranger makes his way across B side, nearly being taken down by DXN, but he's lucky to be alive. And once again, the respect being shown from Galaxy Esports towards the Orgless 5 here. As Casper, what are you doing, Casper? He's just getting... Did he just walk out into greens and pick up a couple of kills? He did. And now that is a life-ending recon for sure. Casper, MVP of this round, hands down a 3k. Can he convert it and make it 4? He possibly can get a shock dart kill, because Temps was down to like 10 HP, but in the end it's Beast who puts the final bullet in the coffin, final nail in the coffin. And an 11th round, folks. What is going on here, folks? What is going on here? Orgless 5 coming in, 11th round for them. And
BYB fam.
I'm looking at the economy of Galaxy Esports. They're going to afford a full buy now, but that's if they end up losing that, we're going to see Orgless 5 on match point, with Galaxy being forced into an eco. Folks, this is a best of 3. If you are just tuning in, this is a best of 3. This is map number 1. We are going to be heading over to Ascent and then to Bind for the remaining maps of this matchup. And I am super impressed with the Orgless 5 so far, what I've seen. They've come in, they've not allowed Galaxy to bully them. They've held their own. Galaxy have tried a whole bunch of different strats, but they've done pretty well.
Right there.
And once again, that respect here, showing that they don't want to make any mistakes. They don't want to commit early, and looks like the commitment is coming in towards this A site. The cosmic divide being pulled in as well, and Vera has managed to make his way all the way into under heaven. That recon is going to show give them a lot of information. 3 picks, 4 picks. It is down to just DXN. Orgless 5. These guys are pulling off something special here. Now DXN has a lot of work left to do. The spike is dropped. He's trying to
30
work his way
seconds
around towards A long. And Beast has actually fallen all the way back towards C side because they want to make sure they stop the rotate.
That's 3.
A 12th round. Stranger has found some form in the last few rounds. He's on 20 and 10 folks now. And once again the Rolling Thunder is available for him here. And this is what I was worried for Galaxy Esports. They're coming in with an eco by now on match point. And take a look at the economy for Orgless 5. They should be investing in real estate at this point with that kind of bank balance. But yeah, they're gonna put everything into this. Stranger has the Rolling Thunder as well as an option, like I said before. And looks like DXN will have the op as well. And there you go. He wants to play. He wants to take down Trick. He knows where Trick is. Peeking Garage momentarily. A lot of presence mid this time around from Galaxy Esports. They were trying to get that pick in B side perhaps.
Here.
Salt. Trick. Oh! That did not just happen. That did not just happen. He was holding the angle with the op, and what a peek. But hang on. Orgless 5 will have a thing or two to say about that. The Rolling Thunder completely denying any access towards B side despite that first pick. And now Beast has picked up another one, but he will get traded out by Vera now. And they've lost garage control. This could mean that this is a potential C push, and Jivix has made his way in. Gets one. Will get taken down by Vera, though Casper's there for the trade as well. And now the Hunter's Fury has come out. It's just him. He needs to stop. He has stopped just in time. It's a 1 versus 1. Vera versus Casper. This one's for the
30
game.
seconds left.
This one is for the game. Vera wants to hold this one out. He's faked the plant. Searching for Casper. And Casper's head is what he'll find. And Galaxy will live for another round in this matchup. 12-10, folks. And I kind of thought that was a round. That was a round for Orgless to finish things off, but it wasn't to be. So credit to Galaxy to really make it work for really make it work with the half buys and coming in from their side. Now a quick look at the economy again. Vera's going to be on the Blaze Storm this time around, but still I can see 3 half shields here from them. So
Get out of my way.
they are so dead. Jivix, I think that was who pulled out the op this time around. And there you go, very aggressively peeking out towards A main, A lobby in fact.
Found them.
That was a really good recon. That was a really good recon here. The plant kind of, I think he tried to plant the spike there, but he was forced back. Yep. And now looks like they want to take garage control. They do want to take garage control. No, he had to use a knife to break the chamber trap. You hate to see that.
Last player standing.
What a flash that was from Danger, and Beast was there to clean it up, folks.
Defenders win.
13-10. It looks like we are done with a map number 1. And with that, we will be heading into a quick break. But can we talk about this for a second? Orgless 5. I kind of thought, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of thought Galaxy had it in the bag at halftime. Folks, I'm seeing a lot of messages that the music is too loud, so I'm gonna turn it down. So just let me know if it sounds better now. But yeah, Orgless 5 picking up map number 1 on Haven. We are going to be heading in towards the next maps in just a bit. It's going to be Ascent, and then if there's a tiebreaker, it's going to go into Bind. But I'm looking at the scoreboard right now. Folks, Orgless 5, what a performance from them. Casper 25 and 14, 3 first bloods, and looking really strong. Trick on the Jet. I think he was very, very effective with the operator as well. I was very impressed to see that. Stranger on the Breach, he looked pretty good as well. 20 and 11 for him. And just between these 3 players, both the Initiators and the Duelist on the side of Orgless 5, they've got a combined 8 first bloods, which is super impressive. And I talk about this all the time. I talk about how the lack of a second Duelist, that vacuum needs to be filled. And sometimes you just need your initiators to kind of frag out. You know what I mean? To get that in the incisiveness into sight, and that's exactly what we saw from both Casper and Stranger today. Take nothing away from Galaxy Esports folks, and don't write them off. They're an absolute professional team, so it's very possible that we'll see a comeback of sorts from them. But yeah, I'm looking at their scoreboard. DXN 17 and 20. I kind of felt that they lost the momentum in the second half. They started off so strong, 7-5 on defense on Haven. I thought that scoreline was definitely sort of in their favor, but in the end it wasn't to be, and Orgless 5 has prevailed. Excited for the next map, folks. Don't go anywhere. If you're just tuning in, this is the Oasis Cup, the first edition. The prize pool is 1.5 lakhs. We got some of the best teams from India playing. And I want to say this again: if you didn't watch yesterday's game, please go down to the videos right now and watch it. It was the match between Revenant Esports and Team Valor. It was probably the longest best of 3 in the history of South Asian Valorant. The first map went into overtime. The second map went into overtime. We had like 38 rounds in the first map. I think it was like 19-17 or something at the end of the first map. The second map went to 22-24, 22-24, or something like that. It was like 44 rounds there as well. It was a riot. It was an absolute riot. Just go watch it. The stream was like 4 hours. I felt like I needed a break, and Tyler was with me, and Tyler felt like he needed a break. But honestly, yikes. How tired were the players is what I was thinking at the end. I went back at the end of it and I was like chilling upstairs, and I was just trying to relax. I was thinking about what kind of fatigue do the players feel if I felt that way. It was something special. So make sure to check it out. Don't go anywhere. Stick around, because we're going to be back very, very soon with map number 2, and I think it's going to be Haven. So don't go anywhere.
Satchel out. Satchel out. Delete it.
Alright guys, welcome back. It looks like we are pretty much all set for map number 2. In case you guys missed it, Orgless 5 did pick up map number 1 in this quarterfinal in the League Ego Oasis Cup, the first edition. These are some exciting teams here, folks. Let me know in the chat if the music is better or not. If it is, then I'm happy. If it's not, then I will do something to fix it. But nonetheless, looks like we are pretty much all set to go into the next scene, which is the agent select, folks. And I'm interested to see what we're gonna have this time around on Ascent. Now, what I've seen so far, at least on Ascent, is that the double initiator meta has been pretty much the undisputed sort of meta in one sense. And I'm excited to see if we're going to see a similar sort of an approach this time around as well. All right, there you have it, folks. This is the agent select that we're looking at right now, and it looks like we're going to be having a double initiator meta once again. This time from Galaxy Esports, and a double initiator meta from Orgless 5 as well. And this is not uncommon for Ascent, so don't get me wrong. This is not uncommon for Ascent, but it's interesting. The choice of initiators is that this time around, Galaxy do seem to have favored the KO pick over the over something like a breach. I haven't seen a sky pick in forever. And on the side of Orgless 5, it looks like it's going to be a Sova and a breach combo to go into Ascent. And the sentinel of choice, and this excites me, is that it's going to be Killjoy on both sides, folks. I am a Killjoy main. I love that agent. It's what I play all the time on my main IDs, and it's really exciting for me to see professional Killjoys show us how it's done. The controller of choice, once again, the same thing. Sky is going to be on the Omen. Looks like he's an Omen main, and Beast is going to be on the Astra, an agent that I've seen him playing a lot. In fact, no real changes for Galaxy at all coming in, except that the Breach is now playing a KO and the Chamber is now playing a Killjoy, and pretty much the exact same changes on the side of Orgless 5, except they only have one change from Haven, which is that Jivix has switched over to the Killjoy. And now we're getting into map number 2. The scoreline is 1-0. Orgless 5 do have the advantage. And the pressure is going to be on Galaxy, as Casper will get the first pick as Sky gets taken down. He was in such an advanced position. Shun will get the trade, but now a lot of control has been lost through a shot. And Shun will get the second pick on Jivix as well, which is huge. He was the Killjoy, but a couple of quick picks coming in, and now a 2 versus 2 situation. We may see the round stabilizing just a little bit, as the spike plant will go down now. Now Trick is making his way across. That shock dart nearly doing some damage. Stranger will get the pick off onto Vera. It is down to just Temps. Nice little pop flash onto Heaven there. Buys himself some time. Only a classic to work with. Woo! And Trick here with a dash straight over his head. Some style points for him as well, in addition to the first pistol round, which is ever so important on a map of Split. 1-0 on the scoreboard. It was an interesting round. A lot of control being taken through a shot, which is very exciting to see. And Orgless 5 are off to a great start once again. Galaxy Esports, like I said, surely must be feeling the pressure now, having lost that first map. Folks, the third map for today's map pool is going to be Bind. So if we are heading over from here, if Galaxy Esports is able to pull this map off, then we're going to be headed into that tiebreaker, map number 3. But for now, round number 2, and somewhat of a save from Galaxy Esports. A Sheriff and a Frenzy has been invested. Oops. Gems needs to fall back here. No damage done. They're going to take it slow. We've seen them do this a lot. Much better, Grizzly. Thanks, guys. That's super helpful. I'm glad the audio issue is sorted out. I know there was a black screen for a bit, but we'll be okay. But nonetheless, it looks like a stranger here walked all the way out onto A main, and then he realized that he needs to fall back, which he did.
There they are.
Oof, that third pick took a while to get, but they will eventually get it down. And now, with the loss of a couple of players, so that's 2 Spectres that they are going to lose.
Right there.
That's two Spectres that they are going to lose, but a round nonetheless in the bag. I wonder if Galaxy will be happy with that. 2-0 on the scoreboard, but now a full buy coming in from Galaxy. Take a look at that, 5 Vandals, and yeah, I hope that settles the Phantom versus Vandal debate for you guys. Who uses a Phantom, guys? I mean, do you know the feeling? Do you guys know the feeling when your aim is on point and you peek your enemy perfectly and you land a headshot and you don't get a kill? It's the worst. It's the worst feeling in the world. So, yeah.
Last player standing.
Strong start from Galaxy Esports here, taking down 4 players. He's down just to Jivix. He's got his full shields, but he's going to have to work with a Spectre here now. Surely the objective here needs to be to get as many picks as possible and sort of damage Galaxy's economy as they try to recuperate from this 2-0 scoreline. Ooh, Jivix here doing some damage but couldn't get that pick onto DXN, who will spray him down with his Vandal. And as expected, Galaxy will pick up the first round for themselves with that full buy, as they should. 2-1 on the scoreboard, but now Orgless will get a chance to recuperate and pick up a full buy for themselves as well. Looks like Trick might just...
I need a touch.
I think he's contemplating whether he needs to stick with his Blade Storm. Maybe save it for an eco round. He's gone in for the Vandal purchase now. Strange is going to be on the light shields. Just a quick note, guys. I think Stranger was playing Breach and Casper was playing Sova last map. So a little bit of a switch around over there. A smoke in mid. A very much split approach. 3 players outside of A. The Spike as well outside of A, and 2 players trying to show some presence on B side. And Trick will get the headshot on Temps and dash back into safety. So the first pick has gone down here, and it is going to be Galaxy losing out on the first player. Vera has continued his push now. Jivix's position is surely unknown, and Casper's waiting with that stun in his hand behind the boxes. This could be dicey for Galaxy to commit here. They're trying to make some space. They're trying to make sure that they've covered all the corners. They're trying to make sure they're covering themselves from behind. And looks like the team has consolidated now outside of A side. So momentarily we should be seeing a fairly strong push in towards A side. There you go. In comes the utility. A lot of utility exchanged here. And Vera was able to get in. Gets a couple of picks. But Jivix getting a 3k, a util kill. And now it's down just to Shun. How much can he do here? That turret can be so annoying. And Beast and Stranger here double teaming Shun in the end, and will pick up a 3rd round for themselves. So those big buys coming in handy here, and a 3rd round on the scoreboard for Galaxy, for Orgless 5, my apologies. And now Galaxy Esports, what are they thinking?
Right here.
It's a tall order on a map like Split on defense. And it's only a matter of time, folks, before we talk about the magic number. And if you're new to the stream, if you're new to League Ego, if you haven't heard Grizzly, if you haven't heard me before, let me tell you what I think the magic number is. So the magic number is essentially how many rounds an attacking team wants to take away with them in the first half, wants to win basically, so that they feel comfortable about winning that particular map. And I obviously recognize that that's going to be different for different maps. And on a map like Haven, I felt like it's as high as 6 or 7, right? Because you want to go in with a lead into halftime. which incidentally Orgless 5 didn't do, but they still ended up winning that map. But on a map like Ascent though, which is I would say a little bit more defender sided, there's some mid to play with, but yeah, I mean some of these corners going in can be a little tricky to work with. So I would say the magic number is a bit higher, but Temps here will take down the first player as Vera continues to dodge those bullets, and Temps will take down a second, and that's Jivix going down, which means the controller has gone down. The KO null point is going to disable any abilities here from the side of Galaxy Esports from Orgless 5 temporarily. Oof. Wow, what a mowdown from DXN, showing us how it's done. He took 0 damage, and that was something. Well, that was something. And maybe this is exactly what Galaxy needed, sort of to pick them up from the momentum that but it's been kind of going against them, losing out their first map, and not right the there. Best start to this map as well. DXN jumping in through that heaven and mowing those 3 players down with that Vandal spray. A 3k, nice little 3k for him in the end, and a second round on the board for Galaxy Esports. Scoreline, folks, now moves to 3-2. It's an interesting one-way smoke. I did not know you could do that. Casper will survive that molly. That was not a good molly from Temps, and this could be dangerous here for Galaxy. Recognizing the danger of that, Vera has fallen back. Casper is pushing forward, though he has a sheriff to work with. But Temps was there. Temps was there, and he's going to punish Casper for being a little bit adventurous outside of A main. And it was a 5-man sheriff buy coming in from Orgless 5. But despite that, what's happening here? What's happened here? B site is completely empty. And I think even Galaxy Esports are a little bit surprised by this.
30 seconds left.
Surely something has gone wrong with the comms there, and now they need to figure out this 4 versus 5 retake. They've got 4 sheriffs to work with, a couple of ultimates as well, and that could be handy. They've got... That's interesting because they've got the lockdown and Jivix going down. The lockdown is out of the question now. Beast will get a pick onto Vera. I think this was outside of B main. And Temps will be able to pick up that trade. It was not the cleanest shot, but it was a clean ending to the round nonetheless. Only losing Vera to that eco round, and 3rd round registered for Galaxy Esports. And now surely they must be breathing a sigh of relief. Even Stevens at this point, and Bizer looking good. Trick has picked up the op as he loves to do, and he's gonna have to make this one work. Not much presence outside of A for him to really worry about. 4 men in mid link trying to take control of mid market in Vera. We saw this yesterday from both the teams, Diamond Esports and Team Valor as well, trying to take control of mid market, and Orgless 5 actually quite happy to give it to them. Shun gets a pick onto Jivix here. That's helpful. That's helpful as Killjoy goes down on B side. Stranger's got a task on his hands here. He's able to take down 1. Could not take down a second. Vera will be good for the trade.
Spike planted.
3 versus 4 retake now. Shun needs to come out of... That was a really good aftershock, and out comes the lockdown. And I don't know if they're aware... Well, obviously they will be aware of it. Oh, that was a nasty team flash from Casper. 2 players detained here. This could be clutch. This could be the one. And the lockdown here proving to be fatal for Team Orgless, and Galaxy will pick up a 4th round. So now they are really starting to turn up the heat, and Orgless might just be going into another eco round. I'm looking at the scoreboard. DXN looking sharp as ever. 9 and 3. Trick on the side of Orgless 5 with 6 and 5. Well balanced game so far, but I think Galaxy will be feeling really confident about taking this round away. And hey, we talked about the magic number on Ascent being as low as 5 or 6, so I think they'd be pretty happy with 5 or 6 rounds, but they'll definitely gun for more. They'll definitely gun for more. A 5-man eco once again, 4 sheriffs and a marshal in the hands of Jivix. Trick has taken an interesting position here in B main. Vera is watching that angle. Couple of ultimate options as well available, so I wonder if they're able to pick off a couple of good trades early on. They might just commit those ultimates. The lockdown, the rolling thunder, the hunter's fury. I mean, those are some S tier ultimates right there. Round winning ultimates. Is that, can I say that? Round winning ultimates, round altering ultimates. They can absolutely do it.
Right here.
But the first couple of picks are going to be crucial, and this time around he got the molly right, and Casper still survives. Interesting there. Strangers picked up a 1 pick onto Vera. Can he pick up the Vandal? Did he get traded out? He got traded out actually. 4 versus 3 now. Jivix. He wants to search for a pick here onto Shun. He knows this is the player in B main every single time. Now there's no aftershock available like the previous round, so Casper will have to sort of stun Shun out of B main. And check out the flank coming in.
Last player standing.
The flank coming in from behind, and that was quite something. But Casper's managed to pick up a kill here. He's managed to get a Vandal as well. No one's on side except him. He needs to worry about DXN. He doesn't know about DXN. He doesn't know about DXN's position, and that's going to be the end. And a 5th round in the bag, and Orgless 5 a much needed timeout perhaps to figure out how they need to work this one out. The momentum, surely one has to say that has shifted towards Galaxy eSports, because I thought Orgless 5 started really well this game. I think they put away the first couple of rounds, Pistol and the next one. But Galaxy doing really well. They had a tough phase in the early parts of this map as well. They had to go through a couple of eco rounds, made it work for them, and now they're on the better side of a 5-3 scoreline. I feel they must be pretty confident about themselves. Orgless 5 just need to recuperate, just need to sort of calm down a little bit, compose yourselves, figure out what your plays are, what's going wrong, back yourselves, and just get on with it. And I don't think this game is too far away to be written off yet. I think both teams are still in this. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. I mean, who do you guys think is gonna win this map? Are we going to a 3rd map at all, or is Orgless 5 going to be able to sort of finish things off in this map? If you are just tuning in, folks, this is a best of 3. This is map number 2. The first map was Haven, and it was Orgless 5 who won that. We're on Ascent now, and if we do have a tiebreaker, we're going to be heading in towards Bind, which is map number 3, and good buys from both teams here. Trick does have the operator. Jivix is still in first lane. They're not even worried about him, as Casper and Trick will take down 2 players apiece, a player apiece. And now a 2 versus 4 situation, a tough one for Galaxy to respond to from here. Shun's trying to get more information about the whereabouts of the players, as Casper will take down DXN. A trade coming in, and now it's down to just Shun. He has the Hunter's Fury, but surely it's not a good option to use. And Orgless 5 biting back will pick up another round for themselves, a 4th round for them, and the op investment made it work in the end. 4-5 on the scoreboard, folks. 4-5 on the scoreboard.
Cover going out.
Nowhere to run!
All right. Interesting start early on as well. Sky doing really well to avoid the Hunter's Fury. Couple of picks on either side. Looks like Galaxy have lost 2. And Trick has managed to come back here with his operator. He's still going to make it work. He's watching a shot. Beast is in an interesting position. I don't know if Sky's aware. That Beast has sort of snuck into Wines. Taking their time with this one. They don't want to overcommit. They don't want to make the mistake. Oh, give him that first pick, and DXN with that molly is going to find some space for himself. Interesting that Jilix is still here, and Beast will take down Sky, so I don't think he was aware of that particular position. And Shun in A heaven, what are you doing there, my friend? He picks up the kill on Beast, the trade, but he needs to be more careful here. He doesn't have as much time as he thinks he does. Oh, the rolling thunder as well. This is going to be curtains for Shun, surely. A stranger will push out from below him. The AWP will be saved. And Orgless 5 are here to win, folks. I don't care what you guys think, but this is not a team that can be written off. And no disrespect to either team here. Galaxy are a professional team, in every right. This lineup, guys, is ridiculous. But Orgless 5 here are here to fight. They're showing that they belong. They're showing that they need to be taken seriously. And to their credit, Galaxy have been quite respectful and taking things slowly. They're really not trying to throw their weight around, or so to speak. Another 5-man push this time around from Galaxy eSports, but no commitment. They're going to be falling back. Still searching for the picks.
Get out of my way!
Ooh, this is a dangerous combination of us. The Aftershock, the Hunter's Fury, the Null Point. So much commitment this time around from Galaxy eSports to pick up that site. And now, what is Trick doing? Unbelievable! It is down to just DXN, who's like, what just happened on B side? Can he salvage this round? The spike is dropped. He doesn't have the most HP to work with. 44 on him.
You should run.
Ooh, the commitment on the ult here is, it's bold to say the least. Oh, Trick here is gonna right click those jet knives and pick up the round, a 6th round on the board for Orgless 5, and surely the momentum is on their side, folks. We talked about the magic number, and we said it could be as low as 5, and Orgless 5. I was a bit worried the Galaxy is going to run away with it. I was a bit worried the Galaxy eSports are going to run away with it, but Orgless 5 doing really well to pull things back. And I'm looking at the eco now for both teams. Still going to be able to come in with full buys.
Cover going out.
Ooh, a quick early incisive start in towards A main, and they're quite happy to give them the side, so they're going to be doing the retake now. That's the confidence of this team.
Here.
Beast is just next to Vera. I don't think they are aware of each other's positions. Ooh, slightly premature spray there from him, but Vera's going to make it count nonetheless. Beast will take down 2. He nearly took down Shun as well. The lockdown has been destroyed. The spike has gone down. It's down to just Stranger in a 1 versus 2 situation. 150 HP for him to work with. No ultimates. It does come down to gunplay, and DXN will put that bullet in his head. And a 6th round on the board. Even Stevens at halftime, ladies and gentlemen. As we move into the second half of this map number 2 in this best of 3. Folks, if you're just tuning in, this is the quarterfinals of the League Ego Oasis Cup. And this is the second match we're having. Yesterday there was an absolute ripper, a banger of a game between Revenant Esports and Team Valor. If you weren't here for it yesterday, please be sure to go check it out. It was unbelievable. I think I have it on good authority that it was the longest best of 3 in the history of South Asian professional Valorant. There was 44 rounds in one match. There was 38 rounds in the second match. It was absolutely, it was bananas. You guys need to go and check it out. But here we go. First round of the second half. Vera, he doesn't care about the recon. Look at this man. He doesn't care about the recon. He's going to stick with his crosshair placement and making their way through catwalk. That is a sick flash. That is a sick flash. That is a disgusting flash from Galaxy Esports. They managed to pick up 3 picks here. Although they have lost control of A side, the plant's gonna go down. Trick is in a very advanced position. Wants to take control of Heaven. Gets the pick onto Sky. Can he get a second pick? He doesn't have the dash on him. Oh, Stranger was not aware that DXN was at A main, and he's gonna come in with that ghost and pick up a 7th round for themselves. Galaxy Esports off to a great start in the second half. A 7th round on the board for them, and surely this should mean that they pick up another round after this. I'm interested to see the buys from Orgless 5, but nonetheless it will be a full buy coming in from Galaxy Esports, as they should. Temps has chosen to pick up a Sheriff, and Shun's actually is going to stick with a Ghost perhaps. I don't know, maybe they're just still contemplating. 10 seconds on the clock. Sky's going to go in with a Bulldog. Interestingly, Shun has actually dropped he's actually dropped a gun to another player, so that's interesting. On the side of Orgless 5, it's going to be 1 Sheriff, 1 Frenzy, and Salt here is in a mood. He sure is. That was a lot of presence initially, to just back off eventually, maybe trying to make them think that they want to fall back. But Trick and Jivix have actually continued to hold on outside of A main, while the rest of the team members are now rotating towards this B side. The spike is with them. They don't have anything to work with. They don't. In fact, both the guns they've purchased are outside of A main without the spike. It's an interesting choice. It was an interesting decision from them. Got a lot of Killjoy utility to deal with here. Without shields, it could be it's not the smartest thing in the world. And I think they're just realizing that now, making their way back towards A main, where Trick and Jivix haven't really done much to get space.
30 seconds left.
Now they're dealing with a lot of firepower. Look at Sky. He's got his Bulldog open. Oh, that headshot would be so sick. That was not the best TP from him, but they didn't punish him for it, and they've taken down a couple of picks, in fact 4 of them, and Temps will clean it up with a headshot of his own. They've lost a player, they've lost 1 gun perhaps, but a good second round nonetheless. It will allow them to play a strong bonus and pick up the momentum from there on and take it on towards the end of this match. 8-6 on the scoreboard. Orgless 5 will be coming in with a full buy this time around. Quick look at their scoreboard. No ultimates to work with yet. So they're going to have to figure out how to win this round. You have to back Orgless 5 this time around though. This is going to be they are coming in with much better firepower from when compared to Galaxy Esports. KG start once again to this round. Ooh, Jivix gets a pick on Shun, and this could be huge here. The first blood going the way of Orgless 5. I think Vera's actually picked up. No, he's got a Spectre. Sky's got the Bulldog. So, despite having the weapons advantage, they're being so careful. Is Orgless 5 because they recognize the importance of this particular round. That wasn't the best shock dart. Stranger. And nonetheless, it looks like they have taken full control of A side. And take a look at Jivix. He is like down to 11 HP. Got the hell out of A shot. And is now making his way around to flank the team coming in from heaven.
Cover going out.
Ooh, Jivix! Temps had no idea. That Jivix did this in a flawless round in the bag. The first full buy, they've made it work, folks. 7-8. Orgless 5 off to a reasonably good start in the second half as well. And now Galaxy is going to be coming in with a full buy. A quick look at the scoreboard. DXN once again 20-7. He's feeling really good about himself. Stranger's 1 ult point away from the Hunter's Fury. Jivix is 1 ult point away from the lockdown. And no ultimates available for Galaxy at this point of time, but the null point could possibly be something that they could work with. Temps needs 1 more ult point to make that work. And once again, a very split approach from the Orgless 5.
Here.
58% of you guys think that Orgless 5 is going to win this game.
Here.
58% of you guys think that Orgless 5 is the better team today, and I can't say that I disagree, because they put in such a good strong performance in Haven, and they've been a force to reckon with here on Ascent as well. And I need to go back and look at the stats to see how they fare on Bind. But if this game is going to the third map, it's going to start to become a little bit more relevant. The lockdown not giving anything to them, but Vera through the smoke gets a pick and a second.
Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out.
Not the most ideal start for Orgless 5. They lost a couple of players here. They've lost Trick, their only duelist. They've lost Beast, their controller, and that could be tricky here. Vera will pick off a third as Jivix gets the trade, but it's not enough. As the spike will go down, Stranger will get the pick onto DXN from a shot. Now, 2 players are really low in HP. That could be a shock dart kill right there.
10 seconds left.
Does he go for the save? 5 seconds on the clock. There's obviously no time to plant. He's heard Shun going around. He wants to hurt the economy of Galaxy Esports, but he will not be able to do that, as Shun will land that headshot. A 9th round on the board for Galaxy Esports. 9-7 on the scoreboard, folks.
Here.
Once again, a split approach from Orgless 5. They got a couple of players. The spike is actually in. He's actually outside of A main, and Trick here looking like he wants to make some leeway into this B side, but Shin is going to shut him down. He didn't really do any damage to him either, but actually he's down 80 HP. And using that fake really well to establish control over A side. Jivix is pretty low, so maybe he will be taking that first peek. There you go, he gets one. Can he get another? He gets another! And Stranger will pick up another one. So it's down to just DXN and Shun. It's a 4 versus 2 retake. This is not ideal for Galaxy Esports. How is Jivix still alive? He finally does get taken down. The lockdown is an option. Ooh! What a drop down from DXN to take down Beast as well. And now, the Hunter's Fury surely will be the end.
Player stand.
Oh!
Nowhere to run! Concentrate, Sova.
Oh, this could be it. This could be the one. Oh. There was never enough time for Shun to actually defuse despite the Hunter's Fury not really connecting the first couple of times. A really well played round in the end, and Orgless 5 will pick up another round. 8-9 on the scoreboard. And they've got a ways to go if they want to put this map away, because they are attacking in the second half and they need like 5 more rounds to lock this down, and Galaxy only need 4, so it's going to be a tricky one for them to work with. I'm looking at the economies, and there you go. It was bound to happen eventually that Galaxy will be forced into an eco round, and that's exactly what we're looking at right now. I want to see how they position themselves in this eco. A 4-man A stack. A 4-man A stack, and DXN is like, I've got A side. 4-man B stack, my apologies. DXN alone in A. A good start though. Vera's managed to pick up a kill with his Blade Storm. Vera gets a second as well, as Beast will get the trade onto Shun. Vera gets a third. This man, somebody stop this man. What? Sky will knife Beast for the final kill, and it was an eco round coming in from Galaxy Esports, but they've been able to put it away. And folks, we talked exactly about this. The difference between good teams and great teams is the teams that know how to win their save rounds. And this is the second time we've seen this today. They did this on Haven as well. An excellent execution of a pure eco round. I think there was a frenzy that they had. That's pretty much it. But an unbelievable push onto Seaside and Haven, and they made that work for them. And once again, we saw it from this time around on the defender side, on the defense in Ascent. There was a 4-man stack on B side, and I'm not sure if Orgless actually picked up on that. And of course, Vera did have his Blade Storm, so it's technically, it's quite a powerful ultimate for him to be able to use in an eco round. But nonetheless, an eco round, a thrifty round in the bag. And of course, the cherry on top of the cake is that Beast was knifed by Sky. Shots fired, ladies and gentlemen. That will be remembered. Needless to say. 8-10 on the scoreboard. We're pretty much done with the timeout. And it was a timeout called by Orgless 5. Perhaps they need to catch their breath. Just figure out how they need to go from here. And how the turntables. It's going to be Orgless 5 coming in with an eco round this time around, as a result of losing that previous round. They don't have not a single rifle, no SMGs either, 3 sheriffs for them to work with, no ultimates either. So it's going to be a tough one on attack, on Ascent. Ugh. Surely the Stuff Trick has managed to steal that ult orb, and he's used an updraft. Gonna clear some space in mid. The Blade Storm has been opened. Let me take a quick look at the poll. What are you guys thinking about now? 57% of you feel that Orgless 5 are the better team today. So we're gonna have to wait and see, bro. We're gonna have to wait and see. Galaxy Esports, very happy to play patiently here. The lockdown is available as well. DXN anchoring down this A site, as it looks like there's a lot of movement in towards this B. Now Vera's holding down B main entrance all by himself. Gets the first pick. Snappy headshots from Vera onto Casper and Jivix. A stranger now looks to bother him from market, but Vera was there to pick up another third, and Sky will be there to clean up the last 2 with his Bulldog. An 11th round, folks, registered for Galaxy Esports, and now the heat is on. Surely Orgless 5 is feeling the pressure of this map. And just a reminder, folks, this is a best of 3. And if Orgless 5 lose this map, we are going to be headed in towards Bind, which is our tiebreaker for today. I'm excited to see that map, but it remains to be seen if Orgless 5 indeed will end up losing this game. A lot of ultimates available now. The Rolling Thunder is an option for Orgless 5. A fast start. There we go. Out comes the Rolling Thunder. Uh-oh. That is unfortunate because it actually struck Trick.
Spike down A.
Galaxy doing well though.
Last player standing.
Oh, it's down to just the last player and he is flanked as well, and Jivix will be taken down. A 12th round on the board. Orgless 5 coming in hot, throwing the kitchen sink at A side, but it wasn't to be, folks. It wasn't to be, and as a result they are on match point, and I am not. Those buys aren't looking the best. They aren't looking like the best buys in the world. I don't think they can even afford Vandals and half shields at this point. So there's a couple of rifles there and 3 Spectres is what they're gonna have to work with. Jivix does have the lockdown, but hey, so does DXN, and Sky has his the Omen ultimate available as well. 12-8 match point. Orgless 5 find themselves against the backs to the wall. Good start here. Vera picks up Casper. Trick will get the trade from top mid.
Revealing area.
No information from that recon. Orgless 5 here considering the lockdown. Jivix.
Here.
It looks like they've actually given up B side completely. They're quite happy to go with the retake. Maybe they're aware of the difference in their in the economies, and Temps here will take down Stranger through the smoke.
Destroyed.
That is unlucky. The plant has gone down. A 4 versus 3 retake here. DXN will take down Jivix. It's down to just the last 2 players. This is going to be difficult here. The defender-sided Killjoy lockdown has been initiated. And that was an incredible blind, and what a recon. And that will be the map for Galaxy Esports. What a game we have witnessed so far, folks. If you are just tuning in, let me remind you guys that this is a best of 3. And with that win, it looks like we are all tied up at 1-1. This is the quarterfinals of the League Ego Oasis Cup first edition. We are just wrapping up our second quarterfinal. Folks, what a game this has been. I thought Orgless 5 might just pick it up, but it wasn't to be. Galaxy Esports were like, hey, we're here to win as well. Picking up Ascent and making it look a little bit easy in that second half, I'm not going to lie. DXN with 25 and 9 looking so good. Vera with 24 and 17. Wow, he was really good today. 6 first bloods for him. Shun with 3 first bloods. 15 and 11 on the side of Orgless 5. I thought they had a good first half. Honestly, I didn't think they did too badly. But in that second half, the game kind of went away from them. And Galaxy Esports doing really well to pull this one back. And you know what this means is that we are now headed into Bind, which is going to be a tiebreaker. The players might just be going into a quick 5-minute break, but don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be back with the third map very, very soon. And until then, I'll see you guys right after this break.
Satchel out. Satchel out.
Delete it.
Alright, welcome back, folks. If you're just tuning in, we are in the middle of a quarterfinal of the League Ego Oasis Cup First Edition. We've had the first match yesterday. It was an absolute banger. Revenant Esports taking on Team Valor. It went all the way to the wire, and that's an understatement because I think it was one of the longest best of threes that we have ever witnessed in South Asian Valorant professional games. Today we are having another couple of exciting teams playing. Galaxy Esports' brand new roster looking so sharp, taking on the mighty Orgless 5 themselves. So it has been a great matchup so far. The score is 1-1 because both teams have actually won a map apiece. We started things off on Haven. It was Orgless 5 who took that one home, and Galaxy Esports responding strongly on Ascent, picking up that map. And we're actually waiting to get going. And the third map is going to be Bind. The prize pool for this particular tournament is 1.5 lakh rupees. We have some of the best teams in South Asia, and clearly some of the best players of Southeast Asia as well. I'm so excited. I wish I could show you guys. There's a Radiant rank 14 on here. I'm just saying. There's a Radiant rank 14 on here. It's not a joke, guys. These guys are absolutely ridiculous. I'm super excited for the third map to begin. I put up a poll on our channel which said that 59% of you guys think that Orgless 5 has been the better team today and that they're gonna go on to win. Just gonna have to wait and see. For now, however, we need to jump straight into the match because we're at Agent Select. I'm super excited to look at who we have. So Casper's going to be on the Astra. That's an interesting change up because so far he has been playing an initiator role both on Haven and on Ascent. Stranger's going to stick with the Sova. He's been playing Ascent. He's been playing initiator on both the maps. Jivix on the Chamber. Not surprised to see that. Beast has switched over to the Breach, and Beast was actually playing Astra in the first couple of maps. So a change up there. No Jet on the side of Orgless 5 for Bind. It's going to be Raze instead. A very understandable change, and something I would personally recommend myself in a map like Bind. And Trick is going to be doing that role for them this time around. Single duelist, double initiator. Once again, no surprises there from the Orgless 5. But taking a quick look now at Galaxy Esports, Vera continues to be on the Jet, no questions about that. Temps has moved on to a second duelist role, so they're going to be playing a double duelist composition this time around on Bind. Maybe just want to turn it up a little bit, getting that firepower going, you know what I'm saying? And they're going to have Sky once again, sticks to the controller this time around. Brimstone on Bind, not a bad choice at all. Shun's going to be on the Sova. That man is disgusting. He's putting up some insane performances. DXN is going to be on the legendary DXN is going to be on the Chamber this time around. Stranger, that is a bold move, my friend. That is a bold move. DXN outside of shower will get challenged by Casper, gets taken down as well. The first pick goes down here, as Galaxy now need to recoup from this loss. Trying to catch a trade, trying to get a trade here, but they're just not finding it. Happy to slow things down, and Jivix on point with those three headshots. And all of a sudden, Galaxy Esports are down to just Vera. He has 100 HP on him. But there's a lot to do here. He picks up the first pick on Jivix, who eventually gets taken down. That man was looking dangerous. Now Salt, a Trick and Beast here. Both very low HP. What a flash. What a flash from Beast. The timing of that peak was impeccable. They were down to 13 and 26 HP. It did not matter in the end. They made it work for them. The first round on the board. And it goes the way of Orgless 5. 1-0 on the scoreboard. Interested to see the buys from Galaxy Esports. It's going to be just a frenzy purchased by Sky. And it's going to be important here for Orgless 5 to not lose too many Spectres in this round. They need to put in a strong bonus round as well to make this work for them. Trick and Jivix here holding down a B site by themselves. There is a player lurking outside of Hookah. In fact, in Hookah now is Temps, but the rest of the players are waiting for a pick outside of A site, and Orgless 5 for now at least looking resolute to not give them that. Vera just holding this little off angle outside of U-Hall, hoping for a mistake that he will be able to capitalize on. Ooh, the timing could not have been worse for Jivix. Temps will get a pick elsewhere. Shun gets a pick as well on Stranger, and this could be huge. And we talked about how Galaxy...
One enemy remaining.
Just Temps left now. Can he get this pick? He does not. He does not. Beast will stop the damage for now. Now, we talked about Orgless 5 not losing too many Spectres, and looks like they've lost only a couple. So it's not the end of the world for them. They should be in a good position to put on a good bonus round as well. On side of Galaxy Esports, a full buy, and now is when we're going to see some real action from them. Attacking a good start. A good start, I would say, so far. There you go.
Teleport's ready. That's a good spot. I'm too far. That works.
Alright guys, if you haven't yet voted in the comment section about who you think is going to win the game today, please go ahead and do that. If you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, please do that. If you haven't liked the stream, what are you doing? What are you doing with your life? It's a question that you... I'm just kidding. Just like the stream, guys. It really helps with the algorithm. You know what it means. We'll be super grateful. Very cagey start here from Galaxy Esports. The smoke's coming down now, trying to make space in towards this A side. DXN will get the pick onto Trick, and just as well, because Jivix was there to get the trade, Beast gets another pick onto Temps, and Shun was there to pick up the trade there as well. Sky will get another, and now A site has been completely lost. It is going to be a post-plan situation that they need to work with. Just a Sheriff and a Spectre. It's down to just Stranger and Casper to work this one out. Casper is coming in from A shot, and Stranger is actually already on A heaven. He's got a shock dart and a recon to work with now. How well can he put this to use?
Revealing area.
Interesting shock dart. I don't know if it made any contact with Sky. Ooh, Casper actually gets his hands on a Vandal, but couldn't make it count, and at the loss of just 2 rifles, Galaxy Esports will pick up round number 3. The scoreline will move to 2-1, and I think they'll be pretty happy with that. I think they will still be able to force a buy, and on the side of Orgless 5, they will be coming in with a full buy this time around. The Chamber Ultimate is ready, and that's going to be fun to watch. Jivix is setting up in A this time around.
A gift.
I think he started off playing B in the beginning of this map, but he is now choosing to favor the A side. Surely he's gonna go peek. They are so dead.
That's a good spot.
They are so dead. Surely he's gonna peek outside of Shower, but take a look at the aggression from Galaxy Esports coming in hot, taking control of A side. They've got U-Haul. They don't care about Shower. They're just gonna molly it off for now. Get the plant down as well. Great start here from Galaxy Esports. Tall order to hold this, but a great start nonetheless. Vera's position has been given up. Trick here doing pretty well. Oh! Getting spammed through that smoke. Trick will go down. It's amazing how they're so good at combining their abilities. Jivix will get that pick as well, and now is down just to Temps. He will get taken down as well. And a second round on the board, a third round on the board, my apologies, for the Orgless 5, where the scoreline will now move to 3-1. And perhaps the Galaxy might be a little bit hard done by that. They took control of A side so well, but I do want to mention the way these players combine their abilities to get the most value out of those investments. And 3-1 on the scoreboard.
That works. Out of teleport ready.
Early recon, B long, a lot of presence in B this time around. It's just DXN who's trying to lurk into this A side. It's an eco buy, folks, if I didn't already mention it. Vera has gone in for the Guardian purchase, but Trick will shut it down, and that's the only real gun they had. Woo! Trick is on fire! He's picked up 3 kills. He wants this next pick, doesn't he? He wants the 4th kill as well. Oh dear, he satchels out all the way into B long, and Temps was there to pick him up, and these two of course will trade, and a 4th round in the bag for Orgless 5. 4-1 on the scoreboard. Galaxy Esports now surely feeling the pressure.
BYB fam.
An interesting stat that I do want to go back to, folks, and I don't know if any of you guys heard this when we were just looking at the statistics before this game began, but Orgless 5 has a 100% win rate on Bind based on statistics on valor.gg in the last 60 days. So
Get out of my way.
it's a scary statistic to look at. Vera here, ooh, very aggressive move, and he has been punished for it by Jivix. He moved in very aggressive. This could be the end here for Temps as well. 2 early picks, a 3rd pick as well, and Galaxy Esports surely losing their way just a little bit. This was a full buy from them. It's a huge investment. There's going to be no return on that for them, and Sky's position here just outside of A short. He's been spotted now. Sky will pick up Trick, but Jivix will be there for the trade. And a 5th round for Orgless 5, and Galaxy, I'm a bit worried about their economies now. They might just force another buy. Looks like DXN is going to pull out the ultimate this time around.
That's a good spot.
Yep, it is going to be a save round this time around from Galaxy Esports. 5-1 on the scoreboard. Things are getting a little bit intense. For sure, Galaxy is what I see in the chat. I'm a little bit worried for them right now. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little bit worried for them right now.
Let's play.
DXN needs to make this op work for him, doesn't he? Oof.
Fire in the hole.
The showstopper has been committed, and Temps will pick up 2 kills.
Enemy remaining.
Oh my god, and that is how you play an eco. Time after time, this team has shown that they are so capable of pulling out a victory with hardly any buys, and it's what we talked about this whole evening. I was talking about the difference between the good teams and the great teams is the ones that know how to use their utility, and DXN, that's an easy pick for him with that operator as Beast, just trying to bait him out a little bit. I don't know if a save was an option there, but a thrifty round in the bag. Of course, Jivix's op coming in clutch, and a 2nd round registered on the board for Galaxy Esports, surely feeling a bit better for themselves. I don't know where they are in their, what's their headspace right now. Losing to Orgless 5 in that first map, what it did to them, but they need to sort of figure things out for themselves. I don't know if they have a coach, but this is where a coach could be super helpful to just sort of calm the players down and say like, hey, listen, we got this. We're a world-class team, and both these teams are world-class teams. Just because we lost a couple of rounds, we can't give up. We just need to keep at it, and it's amazing how underrated this is and how less talked about this is. But mental strength in esports, strength of character in esports, it's amazing, and it goes such a long way in just being resilient, and what a difference that makes to winning actual trophies and actual titles. Speaking of winning titles, both these teams are here for one reason and one reason only, ladies and gentlemen. That is to win the League Ego Oasis Cup, the first edition. This is a South Asian Valorant tournament that is being organized by League Ego. The prize pool is 1.5 lakh rupees. It is significant. It's exciting. I was talking a little bit earlier about how exciting the esports ecosystem in India and South Asia and Southeast Asia already. Well, Southeast Asia was always quite active, but India in the more recent years, it's been an absolute joy to watch, and a lot of pressure early on. Outside of B, trying to take control of hookah is Temps. The nade is going to force Casper back a little bit. They're not taking control of hookah yet, though. The commitment isn't there. DXN is watching that long push, and Sky is watching the A shot push. Now, the orbital strike from Brimstone is available. And take a look at the positions of these two players, of Trix and Jivix. Now, Jivix can easily teleport out. Not anymore, he just pulled it back, but possibly could teleport out if he needed to. And Trick could probably do a thing or two with his satchels as well. That's the commitment of the Hunter's Fury coming in. I don't think he's connected with anyone here. Casper will take down Temps. Vera gets the trade. Vera gets a second. Vera doing brilliantly here. Brilliantly for his team. And out comes the Rolling Thunder. It did not touch Vera, so he's still good. Oh, the showstopper did not help. And a 4K from Vera means that Galaxy Esports will pick up a third round for themselves. Some good initiative here to take control of B side. They held back for a bit after that. And unfortunately, that Rolling Thunder just not connecting with enough players. And can we talk about how effective Vera was in that? A 4K in the end, getting those first two picks and those final two picks in that post-plant situation. Excellent. Excellent to see. 5-3 on the scoreboard.
Right here.
Full buys for both teams once again. It's sort of like starting to become a templatized play from them, where they have one player holding outside of the site that they're not really pushing at, and the orbital strike was actually used. We didn't quite catch that. It was actually used in the last round, so they don't have it now.
Here.
Vera does have his Blade Storm. Casper has the Cosmic Divide as well as an option. Casting alone is tiring, guys. I'm not gonna lie. It is tiring. My throat is dry. Alright, Trick gets the first pick here. Vera going down, and that is big. Ooh, that was a really good nade that saved himself. Forced Beast to go back. Oh, Beast here will eventually take down Temps. And Shun gets the pick onto Trick, but Jivix is there with the trade, and now
There they are.
Galaxy down to the last two players.
Last player
Shun gets
standing.
taken down as well, and it's just Sky who has managed to somehow make his way towards the B side, but he's going to get absolutely overcrowded here in just a second or two.
30 seconds left.
Oh, he's trying to readjust and get that headshot on, but it just wasn't quite there. A 6th round here for Orgless 5, and they are looking strong, folks. We talked about the 100% win rate for them on Bind, and it's going to be put to the test. Make no mistake, it is going to be put to the test against Galaxy Esports. What's this done to the economies of both teams? It looks like we are still good and we're still okay for another round of full buys from both these teams. No major ultimates to work with in this round as well, so we're gonna have to wait and see how they want to play this one out. Looks like a 5-man push in towards this A site, and Thames was quick to get that first pick, and Casper will get the trade. So much pressure from Shower and Shot, and they lost control of A site. Have Orgless 5 as Galaxy will go for the plant. A 3 versus 4 retake is now on the cards. Couple of players in heaven, one player in CT. No real ultimates to work with here still for both these teams. Vera just making sure that there's no flank coming in from spawn. And surely by now they know the positions of all three players. Jivix here trying to take some control in U-Hall.
Trap destroyed.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Woo! Jivix will do it. Does he have enough time for the defuse? That was so hectic. That was so hectic. And Orgless 5, what a clutch that was from him. He was in a 1v2 situation in the end, and he made it work for him. Wow. Wow, a 7th round on the board and a strong first half from them. Now, an interesting thing about the 100% win rate was that they had an extremely high attack win rate on Bind, which means that they tend to do pretty well when they're attacking on Bind. And this is the first half which they're defending on, and they've already got 7 rounds on the board. And I think this is the last round that Galaxy can actually afford a buy, because if they lose this, it's entirely possible that they won't have enough money for that next round. We'll have to wait and see. Dixon, the DXN has actually picked up the AWP. DXN actually has picked up the AWP, and this could be huge. This could be huge. You don't want to give it to Jivix, I'll tell you that much.
Enemy marked.
Ooh, a couple of good picks here coming in from Orgless 5. They've managed to pick up 2, but Vera, this man, has picked up 3, 4. Oh, give him the ace, Thames. Come on, you gotta give him the ace. But nonetheless, what a performance from Vera in U-Hall, taking those 3 trades and then finishing things off with a 4K and a 4th round in the bag. And we talked about whether Galaxy Esports would need to eco that last round, but looks like it's going to be Orgless 5 who are having the eco troubles here. Both Trick and Stranger, not enough money to pick up a gun. Jivix is going to be able to help him out. He does have the AWP in his hands now, his ultimate that is. And look at this, Galaxy Esports, they want this 5th round. They want to go into that second half with this momentum, taking control of B-Long immediately.
Deploying drone.
A quick couple of trades coming in. So many trades, we couldn't even cast that, but it's basically a 3 versus 2 now. Stranger needs to move back towards this B site quickly, because looks like there is a commitment. And there you go, Oh, Dix in here. Couple of shots here, could not connect, and it's down just to him. Oh, that was too much for him to deal with. And Orgless 5 will pick up, despite having somewhat of a broken buy, will pick up round number 8 for themselves. 8-4 on the scoreboard, folks. We are in the business end of this best of 3. This is the final half of the 3rd map. And you have to say that Orgless 5 are looking in a very good position to pick this one up completely for themselves. A quick look at the scoreboard. Jivix is on 14 and 6. He's looked really good today, hasn't he? He's looked really good today for them. Vera's been really good. A couple of 4Ks in that first half. 13 and 8 for himself. Looked pretty incisive. Looked pretty effective as an entry fragger today. Looking back, perhaps a question that does need to be asked. Double duelist composition in Bind. I don't know if it's paid the dividends, honestly. If you're only taking back 4 rounds from that first half when you're attacking first, I guess you got to question if a double duelist comp was the right way to go. No presence in B whatsoever from Orgless 5. They're quite happy to wait outside of A. There are 4 players literally looking down this A shot, hoping for a mistake from DXN. DXN very disciplined. Not taking more space than he needs to. Takes some damage and is kind of forced to fall back. Will lose control of A shot.
Here.
Trick gets a pick and the shower player does go down. Jivik. Ooh, DXN gets the pick onto Beast. Shun gets a second.
Last player standing.
It's down just to Vera. Can he do this? A 1 versus 2 situation. The spike has not been planted yet.
One enemy remaining.
Spike is actually getting planted in B.
Spike planted.
I didn't quite catch that. Stranger actually made his way in towards his B side. He's not messing around. He is not messing around. There's one shock dart for him to work with. And Vera has done enough. He will pick up that final third kill and will be able to stick that defuse as well. A 5th round, a good opening from Galaxy Esports in the second half. 8-5 on the scoreboard, and Vera continuing to show his good vein of form. Alright, 58% of you still firmly feel that Orgless 5 is the better team today. I think that's fair. Honestly, I expected Galaxy to come out and probably win that first map on Ascent. I was a bit surprised. Orgless 5 doing so well though.
Launching smoke.
Oh, Trick was trying to satchel his way in with that shorty. It didn't work out for him in the end. It's a full eco, by the way, worth mentioning from the side of Orgless 5. So perhaps just looking to pick up as many specters as they can from their opponents. Oh, Sky here, what a peek that was from him.
Destroyed.
Beast is down to like 1 HP, and Thames will take down Casper as well. It's down to just Beast. He is on 15 HP. Anything at this point is a bonus for him. And DXN will be able to pick up that kill for himself. A 6th round as expected. Round number 15 in this third map of this best of 3, folks. It's starting to heat up. It is really starting to heat up here. Vera has shown some extraordinary plays today. Full buy coming in from Orgless 5 then. 5 Spectres in the hands of Galaxy Esports. They'll be keen to put in a strong bonus round and sort of help make their way back up towards the scoreline. 8-6. They're on the wrong end of it.
There.
Get it. Grenade! Satchel out. Out of charge.
The commitment is there. The commitment is there. They've taken control of B side. Oh, this could be dangerous. Trix has got the first pick onto Vera. That is a big one. That is a big one. They've got full control of site. The plant has gone down. 4 versus 5 retake. Spectres versus Rifles. And Trix's position has been given away here. Ooh, Shun doing really well to get a pick. Actually, DXN gets one as well. Not a bad eco at all. Thames, what was that? That was disgusting. Can he pick off Javix as well? No, he cannot. The round does go the way of Orgless 5, but I think Galaxy Esports would be quite pleased with that bonus. They managed to put away 3 rifles from the hands of the Orgless 5, who will struggle a little bit to piece together this round's buy, but they will still manage to do it somehow. But good bonus round. 9-6 on the scoreboard. Orgless 5 still, I think, in a good place to put this match away. Well, these visuals can be confusing because we don't hear the team comms, but surely there's some. I assure you, there's some communication there as Vera will pick off that pick with the AWP onto Beast in B long. They should have expected that, honestly, looking at the economy of Galaxy Esports, and after getting that first pick, they're quite happy to rotate all four now moving in towards this A side. Sky will escape that stun. Oh, Trick here doing him nasty, coming in from the other side and getting the pick and getting full U-Haul control. The shock dart will take some HP out of Casper. Ooh, so many ults being used here. A couple of picks coming in. Jivix has picked off another. It is down just to Trick. In a 1 versus 3 situation, he gets one. Oh, that peak. I knew that was the end for him. I knew that peak was the end for him. Shun was holding down that angle. And a 7th round, this is going to be a good one at that. The AWP will be saved as well. Economy is not looking great for Orgless 5 right now. And we'll have to see how they'll be able to figure out that in this next round. But yes, 16 rounds done.
Got the spike. They are so dead.
Ooh, Jivix pulling out the ult as well, and this could be big. He will get tagged though by that drone, and temporarily needs to take some cover. Full buys here from Galaxy Esports. Oh, and DXN will take down both players in his shot. Wow.
Teleport's ready.
He is not going to get those get that ult back here as Jivix gets taken down. That was unfortunate. And Temps will take down Casper as well.
Enemy remaining.
That's 3.
DXN in such an advanced position is down just to the last player. It is Stranger.
I have the spike.
Manages to get the spike.
30 seconds left.
Makes his way out from that position. Probably a smart thing to do. Make no mistake, they're going to chase him, but Shun is waiting for him. He needs to get his gun out. Uh-oh. He needs to get his gun out in that situation, but he didn't know better. And it looks like they have called for a timeout. Perhaps Orgless 5 is feeling like they've let a few rounds go that they probably should have won. And every map this match so far, we've seen the same pattern where there's been that one thrifty round that Galaxy Esports have played so brilliantly and pulled the game back and sort of shifted the momentum towards them. And perhaps Orgless 5 is getting the feeling that they're sensing a similar pattern once again in this particular map. Make no mistake, Bind is their backyard. These guys have like 100% win rate, at least on what we see on valor.gg. 100% win rate on Bind. Especially good when they're attacking on Bind. So super excited to see that. And yes, we also talked about agent composition and perhaps going with a 2 duelist setup for Galaxy didn't really work out for them because they only ended up picking up 4 rounds from that first half, which you would imagine is a little bit on the lower side. But we're gonna have to wait and see how this one pans out. Quick look at the buys. DXN has gone for the AWP as he loves to do. 5 rifles coming in from Orgless 5. A lot of pressure in A again. Look at DXN's position. Look at what he's doing, guys. Look at what he's doing. Gets the first pick onto Jivix. That's a big loss for them. And Orgless 5 suddenly find themselves in a 4v5 situation. Need to take control. Trick needs to be careful. He knows where Sky is, but what he doesn't know is that Vera is boosted up outside of shower. That could have been way worse for Orgless 5. It wasn't. He got shut down immediately.
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
And Temps here trying to steal that kill, and Shun will do the rest as it's now a 1 versus 2. Stranger is in a 1 versus 2. Can he do it? He has the Hunter's Fury, but it's never a good option. And looks like they know he's in shower. They're briefly considering going back to shower. They're needed the corner. They don't know where he is.
Satchel out.
One enemy remaining.
That's pretty good. He needs to get out of here now if he wants to. Oh, Temps! The presence of mind to do that. Surely he has enough time. Oh. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What a cat and mouse game that was. Stranger did really well here. My only thought though was that perhaps he could have fallen back a little bit more, and maybe he didn't have the space to do that. And in the end, Temps was so good. He knew exactly where he was, and he just mowed him down. He needed to get that kill so he could go back and finish that defuse. But yeah, great start to Stranger. Great attempt. Even Stevens 9-9 on the scoreboard.
Open up the sky!
The orbital strike being used didn't really yield much here from Sky, and looks like they've managed to get the plant down. It's an interesting buy from them. Jivix doesn't even have a gun. Does Jivix not have a gun? I don't think he does. Sky will get the first pick onto B. Stranger gets the trade onto Vera, but Sky is there to pick up Stranger as well. Oh, Jivix, what a pick off on Temps, and now DXN is forced to pick up this Vandal. Will get the final, get the trade onto Jivix eventually. It's down to just Shun here in a 1 versus 2 situation. Galaxy, can they do this? Orgless have done brilliantly. He's picked up one. Oh, he's made him very low. There's no time here. Surely he needs to run away. There's no time here. Trick has done enough. And in somewhat of a half buy, Orgless 5 have pulled off another round. I didn't quite catch the orbital strike and where that was used, but I think, needless to say, it was not as effective as he would have hoped for, at least. Wow, 10-9. This is getting close, folks. This is getting close.
That works. Teleport's ready. Again. Spike drop.
A lot of presence outside of B. There's no mistake on where they want to go. And Stranger, can he get this pick onto Shun? That would be huge. He does get the pick on Shun, and that is huge. They've got the first pick now. The Rolling Thunder being used as well by Beast. They've taken firm control of B side. Galaxy eSports looking so good. Now Temps here. Temps has the showstopper in his hands.
Spike planted.
He needs the right moment to use it. He needs to find the perfect moment to use it. Jivix has an AWP as well. So does DXN. That was close. Out comes the showstopper. He will pick up Trick, but gets traded immediately. And DXN will get the pick. Jivix gets the trade. Is down just to Vera. And Jivix with the AWP will make it work for them. Beast is frantically looking for a Vandal, and there you go. He does eventually find it. And folks, 11-9. 11-9. Orgless 5. Are we seeing them pull away from this game? Economy is looking fairly healthy. I can't say the same for Galaxy Esports though. I can't say the same for Galaxy Esports. They are going to be forced into a couple of judge purchases. This could be fun to watch. Jivix has retained the AWP. 20 and 12. He's looking pretty good. Good couple of trades though. I want to talk about Temps going in with that the showstopper, but Trick was immediate. Was so good to get that trade almost immediately. We're getting into the business phase of this. Casper is going to pick up the Cosmic Divide. And will he use it? Jivix will pick off one here. He is using this AWP to great effect on attack. I don't know if Galaxy was expecting this. Now Shun has the Hunter's Fury as well. He could potentially delay the plant. Nothing more than that. Nothing more serious than that. And Vera doing well. Gets the pick onto Stranger, who was lurking in hookah. Beast now trying to take control of the site along with Trick. Sky is at the back of site. He's just waiting behind on that tricky little spot. And the timing could not have been worse for him. And we talked about the Hunter's Fury being used. Looks like Beast will sacrifice himself to get that plant down. And it was worth it because Jivix will pick up another kill. Jivix with the AWP. How good has he been, folks? How good has he been? Temps in hookah here. There's a nice little shock dart here from Trick.
Last player standing.
Temps gets one, but Jivix was there with the trade. It doesn't matter if he doesn't have an AWP. It's a 1 versus 2.
Last player standing.
Temps gets one. He needs to play time here. He needs to play time, but Trick has played it brilliantly. He gets that kill, retains the AWP, and takes his team in towards match point. Ladies and gentlemen. (12-9) on the scoreboard. I'm looking at that poll and it's now saying that 60% of you think that Orgless 5 was the better team today. I have to agree. I have to agree with that. I'm looking at the economy here on the side of Galaxy Esports. Are they going to do something different? Yes, they are coming to take more control of B-Long. They needed Sky to get his orbital strike. That could be key here. DXN. DXN does have the AWP as well available for him. Vera gets spotted out with that drone. Should Trick have chased him with a showstopper? Should he have chased him? There you go. The showstopper eventually does come out. He doesn't connect. Casper gets the pick onto Sky nonetheless. But Shun is still alive. He's taking picks from this hookup position. But Salt, Trick will eventually trade him out. Stranger taking down Vera as well. A 2 versus 4 situation. Is this the end? Is this the end? Jivix pulls out his AWP as well. He misses the shot on Temps. DXN! Oh my god, this guy, can he do it? He does it for his team. A 3k in the end. It was a little bit chaotic in the end, but those angles were so fine. The margins were so close. But DXN will come out on top. A 21st kill for him in this map. And Galaxy Esports will live to play another round. The ecos aren't looking great, folks, but neither is Orgless 5, if I'm being honest with you guys right now. Neither team can really pick up any major guns. DXN has the AWP though, which he's managed to save from that last round. What a round that was. I thought it was done. I thought Orgless 5 was done. They had like a 4v2 situation to work with. Somehow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. There's a reason, folks, that these are some of the best players in Southeast Asia. There's a reason that some of these players are so good, and we're seeing some of those reasons tonight in this matchup. Let's take a quick look at the ults, because the ults at this point could be so huge to this matchup. So the Cosmic Divide has been available for a while and not really being put to use. Sky still has the orbital strike as an option. Now there's a judge on the side of Galaxy Esports, and I think they are certainly feeling the pressure. Surely at match point, they are feeling the pressure to just go for the buys as much as possible. I can't say the same about I can't say the same about Orgless 5 though. They're quite happy to go in for a save round, it looks like. At 12-10, they might back themselves to go for the finish at the end and maybe go for 13-11. Trick has invested in a Spectre, it looks like. A couple of Sheriffs as well. So we're going to have to wait and see how this works out for them. Wow. This has been an intense game. I thought yesterday's game was going to be one of the most intense games we'll have in this tournament. And then this little number happens between these two insane teams. It's been an absolute adventure, a joy to be able to cast these. We did have a temporary stop, but it is done and we are all set to get going now. And there you go. DXN here with the operator is in shower. He wants to peek this. He wants to peek this. There's nobody outside shower though. A lot of presence. A lot of presence in A, but take a look at the spike. The first pick does go. Trick will go down. But take a look at this. There's only a couple of players left here on B side. Shun will take down Stranger here. Beast will get a pick as well. Ooh, what? Casper? Could he have just possibly won the game for his team? A couple of kills with that classic. The orbital strike just not doing enough. He's managed to pick up a Vandal as well. Jivix is going to get his hands on a gun as well. Is he? Is he? He does. He does. It's DXN. My apologies. It wasn't Jivix. Jivix still is working with just his Sheriff. In a great position, it has to be said. And Sky will get the first pick, a 1 versus 2 situation. Can he make this work? Oh, he needs to go quickly. He needs to go quickly. It wasn't quick enough. Jivix perhaps a second earlier. And stopping that defuse could have worked for them. But it wasn't to be. Sky will make sure the AWP is retained as well. And Orgless 5 nearly converting that save round. And taking this map home, folks. I don't want to jinx it at this point, but are we looking at another overtime? Overtime has been the theme of this tournament so far. That first match, I think it's one of the best games I've ever cast. And if you guys are watching this right now and you don't know what I'm talking about, please go down to the video section of our channel and check out the game between Reverent Esports and Team Valor. It was something else. It was out of this world. 22-20. I think it finally went down to 42 rounds to decide the game. Overall, it was the longest best of 3 I've ever seen in my life. 4 hours plus. Lot of pressure again from Orgless 5 outside of B, and they're quite happy, quite content to just leave DXN all alone. Galaxy, they're quite happy to leave DXN all alone on A side. Sky is available for some support. It appears at this point that the commitment is there towards the B side. Trick here, just trying to make some space for his team in hookah.
Grenade!
The Rolling Thunder, what a time to use it. Beast has made it work for him, but Vera is there to stop them. He gets a couple of picks, and now we're looking at a 3 versus 2. And take a look at Temps. He doesn't know where to shoot it. He will find Jivix eventually. And Stranger is the last player alive in a difficult 1 versus 3 situation. Gets one, gets only one, and Galaxy Esports have pulled it back, baby. We are going into overtime again in this match. Tyler, where are you, man? I am missing you. This is another overtime. This is what happened to us yesterday. It was ridiculous to a point that we were exhausted. We were exhausted. Casper waiting to ult till tomorrow, says someone in the chat. I don't know why that cosmic divide was delayed, but in the end, it was actually useful, I guess. I don't know, but we're gonna have to wait and see. Overtime again. Here we go again, folks. We don't have to worry about economies. Everyone has full buys every single time. Ults are few and far in between. It's down to just pure grit, determination, focus, and who wants it more, honestly, if I'm being honest. It's about who wants it more at this point. DXN searching for a pick here outside of Shower. Stranger trying to do some damage chipping away with that shock dart, not really connecting though. Folks, if you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, please do so. If you haven't yet liked this stream, please do so. It helps a lot with the algorithm, and it really helps us to continue bringing such coverage to you guys. And of course, make sure to follow all our socials, Instagram, join our Discord server as well. And the commitment from Galaxy Esports is towards the A side. The spike is being planted, and I don't think Orgless 5 can stop that. Jivix has gone in for the naked AWP purchase here. Now this is a big investment that needs to pay back. It needs to pay the dividends here. There's a couple of players in U-Hall. He's not checked bench. Jivix has not checked bench. Oh, 4 HP. He's left with 4 HP. A 2 versus 2 is down to just Beast and Shun. A 1 versus 1. And Beast will land that headshot, get that defuse, and Orgless 5 will take the first advantage in the first overtime round. This is getting intense. Jivix here was burning through that molly and did not care. He just wanted to keep his eyes on that U-Haul spot, and in the end he did get taken down from a shot, but Beast coming in clutch. My man Beast doing brilliantly there. 13-12, match point again for Orgless 5. And Jivix has gone for the AWP purchase again, and DXN has gone for the AWP purchase too. This is what we saw in Split yesterday, folks. It was between Hoax and Knight Rider, and neither refused to give up buying the AWP. They bought the AWP every single OT. And oh, this could be trouble. This could be trouble. It was trouble, but Trick couldn't capitalize. In fact, Vera was there to take the... I can't even call it a trade, because he actually just got baited into giving up his first kill. And that's a good start. Jivix is down to 26 HP. That's a good start for Galaxy, I'm not gonna lie. That's a good start for Galaxy. You know, that poll has been moving a little bit closer towards Galaxy Esports. 43% now. A few think that Galaxy has been the better team. I think that they've definitely been more clinical and more disciplined. Oh, DXN, a rare shot missed from him, and that could be expensive. He's lost some control, and Jivix will punish them for that. And this is a good response from Orgless 5 here. DXN missing that shot on Beast. Will they rue that mistake? I think they just might. 24 seconds to go. I think the commitment has to be towards B side. The flashes are coming out, and the aftershock is gonna do the job for them, and Beast will be there to take down that first pick. The plant's gonna go down.
10 seconds left.
There's a couple of players still in tube though. Casper is the only player alive. And it's not enough. They've done brilliantly to hold off the site. They allowed the spike to get planted, but some friendly fire here from aimed at each other. But overtime again. Here we go again, folks. Here we go again.
Here. Here.
I'm gonna need a break at this point. Alright, here we go again. Orgless 5 defending heavy on A side. Jivix once again with the AWP purchase. No AWP on the side of DXN though. Oh, gets one pick before getting traded out. Vera will get the pick onto Jivix, and that's a big one. That's a big one. Potentially looking at a 4 versus 3 retake here. Trick gets a trade onto Temps. Now we're looking at a 3 versus 3, and looks like the rotation has come in. Beast will be the first person to get there. Can he hold them off? Can he hold them off? Lost control. They've lost control. Oh, Beast, you probably needed a flash instead of dry peeking that one. A 3 versus 2 now. Trick. Oh, this is looking pretty good for Galaxy. But as I said, that DXN getting taken down.
Last player
And
standing.
Shun here, what? Oh man, this man's crosshair placement is ridiculous.
seconds
Oh,
left.
he's looking.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, stranger! You did not just do that! You did not just do that! That was incredible. Some great reflexes from him. Some great game sense. He used that recon as a shield for him to walk onto site. And I don't know if Shun realized that or not. But he wasn't quick enough on that trigger. And eventually managing to clutch that round. Which you had to say. You had to say that Galaxy kind of had it in the bag. But it wasn't to be. And Orgless 5 find themselves in match point. At match point again. Can they pull this one off, folks? Ops on both sides. Jivix. I mean, it's not even... Do we need to even ask ourselves anymore? Oh, Shun is in trouble. Shun is in trouble. That worked really well this time around. Trick does get the first pick in B side. The commitment is there. Surely. Surely the commitment is there. From Vera. Oh, Vera's been tagged by the drone. He needs to fall back. He needs to fall back. They've lost full control of site. The plant's gonna go down. This is gonna be a retake. This could be the GG. Vera fighting back. Gets a pick onto Beast. This is in elbow. Jivix here with the op. Gets the pick onto Vera. That is huge. That is huge. 3 versus 4 now. Stranger gets a pick onto Sky. Folks, is this the GG? Folks, is this the GG? DXN casually walking onto side with an operator. Jivix will shut it down. Trick will take the final kill. And folks, 15 and 13 it is. It looks like that is the GG. And it is Orgless 5 who have made it out of that match, and looks like they're going to be the ones going in towards those semi-finals. Jivix, what a performance from him. 30 and 19. I mean, he just went for that op purchase every single time, backed himself. He did not care. He had 3 first bloods. What a match overall it was. You have to think that Galaxy Esports should have won that previous, the first round of the second OT. I think Stranger kind of stole that match. That was robbery right there. That was robbery. But in the end, well-deserved win. The poll, you guys called it. 60% of you thought that Orgless 5 is the better team today. Galaxy, I was looking at some of the guys. We had a Radiant 193 in here. We had a Radiant 14 in here. We had a Radiant 138 in here. These are quite literally some of the best players in Southeast Asia. I kid you not. And I was kind of thinking that it's gonna go the way of Galaxy Esports, but Orgless 5, wow, what a way to show up and take this game all the way down to the wire. And in the end, the nerves, it really does come down to nerves, doesn't it? It really does come down to nerves. It's been such a joy to bring this match to you guys, folks. If you're just tuning in, this is the League Ego Oasis Cup Season 1, the first edition, and we are at the quarterfinals. The prize pool is 1.5 lakh rupees. We've got some exciting teams on here. We've wrapped up 2 quarterfinal games. One was yesterday. If you didn't see yesterday's game, I'm saying it for the 100th time, make sure to go check it out. It was the longest game I have ever seen, a longest best of 3 ever. The stream was like 4 hours long. 4 hours. I'm not even exaggerating. It was absolutely ridiculous. I was so tired at the end of it. I can't imagine the fatigue the players went through. Today was our second game. Another banger of a game. A best of 3 went down to the wire. Something that we didn't see in the last tournament in the Challenger Series. We had a 2-0 curse. This time, however, the quarterfinals really paying off 2-1 every single time. We have a match tomorrow, and we have a match day after tomorrow, and then next week we go on to the semis, and then the weekend after that we are going to be having the grand finals to determine who are going to be the champions of the Oasis Cup, who's going to take that cup home. If you guys haven't yet subscribed to our channel, please do so. We are an esports organization trying to help the ecosystem in India, conducting tournaments, creating a platform, a community for gamers in India, competitive gamers. We are focusing on Valorant right now, but we might expand into more things in the future. Please join our Discord. We're actually running a giveaway, a Battle Pass giveaway. I should have probably said this a little bit earlier. We're actually running a Battle Pass giveaway as well. We are giving away a Battle Pass every week actually. every week we give away a battle pass, and all you got to do is follow us on Instagram, join our Discord server, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and there's a little post on our Instagram grid that you need to go and comment, tagging 5 of your friends. I am hearing from the admins that in tomorrow's live stream we are actually going to be picking the winner from the live viewers. So if you're into that, and if your friends are into that, make sure you let them know. It's going to be exciting. Hopefully Tyler will be back tomorrow. I don't have to do this alone. It's just fun to have some company. And stick around for the rest of this match. Please support us. The cause is a good one. Follow us on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. My name is Grizzly. Make sure you follow me on Instagram as well. You can see my name right here, right here. So make sure to do that. I guess that's pretty much it for now. I'm going to let you guys go. Come back tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. We're going to be live. We have a match tomorrow. We have a match day after tomorrow as well. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Follow us on all our handles. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Satchel out. Satchel out.
Deleted.
Satchel out. Satchel out.
Deleted.
Satchel out. Satchel out.
Deleted.
Satchel out. Satchel out.
Deleted.